Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3:01 on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Alongside Bob Baskerville, Bears back. Walker Smith is here as well as we get down to, I was just reading a story online here, the the crazy Phillies Karen who took the ball away from that guy who gave it to his kid.
Yeah, she lost her job.
They haven't figured out who it is. There's been a bunch of people that have, like, why would you lose your job for that? I mean, but there was a local school district had to release a statement saying, like, so-and-so Phillies Karen has not ever been hired by Hammondtree School District or something like that. And then, like, some other lady had to put out on Facebook, I am not the crazy Phillies Karen. Please stop deluging my family with this nonsense. But there's a card company that is offering the woman $5,000 for the ball as long as it comes with a formal public apology to the man, the child, and their family.
I feel like she's not, I don't think she'd be down for that. Has anybody seen the whole video? Completely reprehensible what she did. She lost her mind.
Yeah.
She almost flipped over trying to get to that thing, and she was right there with the guy that got
I don't know. Can I speak out in defense of Phillies Karen for just a second?
That's
here?
what I was getting ready to do.
Far be it from me to defend a Phillies fan, regardless of gender. But, like, she sees the ball up there, and it's closer to her seat than it is to his seat, right? He ran into her area to get the ball. Now, he got there first, and normally I feel like to the victor go the spoil. First person, there's a scrum for it, it's fine. But when she got all huffy and ran over there, like, I don't think she realized at first that he had given it to the kid. And that's the second rule, or maybe it should be the first rule. Like, the kid should always get the ball, right?
Yes.
And I don't think that she realized, but as she ran over there, like, and at that point, by the time, like, he reaches in and gets it from the kid to give back to her, she's committed at that point. She's already come in there,
she shoved all
guns
her chips
a-blazing.
in.
Yeah, you can't back off. You can't be like, you took it. Oh, you gave it to your son? Okay. You can't Homer Simpson back into the bushes at that point.
She wanted that ball, man.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a baseball game, particularly a major league game. Tensions are heightened. Tempers can flare in that situation, and whoever gets it, gets it. And I don't necessarily begrudge her for getting mad about the guy coming into to her territory. Did she take it too far? Absolutely.
Well, yeah, while we're speaking candidly, did you see the guy's reaction when she came up to him?
He didn't want, and
it was like, I was expecting him to yell, like, hello, Frisco. I mean, I don't know what was going on there. It was just like he was so startled.
Yeah. Well, and
whole
he's
thing
in a
was
no-win
weird.
situation, which what he said publicly, because like he kind of looks like a pushover, like a weak
does he?
man. Like, he kind of looks like a beta for giving in to Karen. But
I mean, I wouldn't have.
if he leans into it and tells that lady, no, you get out of here, I'm giving it to my kid, then all of a sudden, like it's a bigger thing. I don't know. I felt like he probably handled it the right way, and he like his kid got the prize pack. He got to go meet Bryce Harper. Like it all worked out for him.
Yeah, and I mean, I think he took the path. I think at that point he felt he was taking the high road. Like, here, you take the ball. That was his whole vibe at the end. Just like take it and leave me alone.
Yeah, you're too much right now.
While he is ruining his son's perfect moment.
Mm-hmm.
But it all worked out in the end, like you said.
I mean, you got to wonder in the back of his mind, he was thinking, I'll just go ahead and give her the ball. This is going to go viral.
Yeah.
My kid will end up coming out like a.
I don't think you're thinking
out
that in the minute. I think you're just wanting this crazy woman out of your face.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have given her the ball. I would probably been the guy you were just describing. You know what? GFY. I wouldn't have said those letters. I would have said,
You know what?
A couple other words.
What if he just threw the ball out in the field again? Just like, go get it.
I mean, what do you want the end result to be? And again, like I don't think in the moment he can realize that the Phillies are going to take care of him like that. But good on for the Phillies for doing that. We have breaking news this afternoon. Let's go to the Fan Run breaking news desk. Cracker Barrel is going all in on capitulating to the online mob. They've already walked back what did they walk back? The logo.
The logo.
They changed the logo back to the classic logo.
With Uncle
Today,
Herschel.
they are a new tweet at 10:30 this morning. You've shared your voices in recent weeks, not just on our logo, but also on our restaurants. We're continuing to listen. Today, we're suspending all of our current remodels. If your restaurant hasn't been remodeled, you don't need to worry. It won't be with our recent announcement of our old-timer logo remaining, along with our bigger focus in the kitchen and on your plate. We hope that today's step reinforces that we hear you. Learn more at crackerbarrel.com.
Wow.
Who says people don't listen?
I'm not a big fan of people bowing down to the mob. Unless it concerns our head coach.
I mean, but this is what people, you don't like the new Cracker Barrel, do you?
I'm not going to lose any sleep over it either way. I'd pick corporate America.
I like the old Cracker Barrel. Keep it rustic, I say. Good on you, Cracker Barrel. You've listened to your constituents.
Well, the logo, just from a graphic design point of view, what they went to wasn't very good. I mean, their original logo that they're apparently going to fly with Uncle Herschel again, I mean, it's problematic to apparently a certain percentage of our fellow citizens. Russell?
The new logo is?
No, the original logo.
It's problematic?
Yeah, for some people, yeah.
For who?
Didn't it have the whole whip part of it? I guess African-American people.
The what?
There was like a whip.
There's a whip?
Crack. There wasn't the original logo. I'm almost positive. I've read about this.
He's sitting in a chair.
I'm not saying Uncle Herschel was holding it. Let me look up the damn article now.
You're trying to tell me that the Cracker Barrel had the old Cracker Barrel logo had a slave whip in it? Is that what you're saying?
You sure you're not confusing this with the movie Django?
What website did you see this on? Was this Richard G. West?
Hold on. Hold right there.
While he's efforting that.
Yes.
My only comment is as long as they keep that old timey candy up front.
Oh man,
I'm all in.
Something about the old wrapper on that Reese's bar just makes it better.
Zagnuts. Remember Zagnuts?
You and Bear are going to bond here. Old man candy. Like that's the quickest ways to Bear's heart. You get a handful of Werther's Original. You've got him.
I'm not into those, but I'm sure Bear and I are aligned on certain old time
Marathon bars.
I'm trying to remember what I remember them, but what
It was braided caramel dipped in chocolate, and it was like braided.
Yeah, I do
Marathon. It
that.
lasts for a long time.
That's pretty good.
Well, now that we've covered all the important breaking news of the day, what else is there to talk about?
Oh man,
anything going on this weekend that we should be aware of?
Some game, but
tiddlywinks going
like
on
I said,
or something?
I've got some antiquing I'm doing this weekend, so
you can do that at Cracker Barrel too. I
Yeah.
love that store, the old country store. All right, so it's Tennessee and Georgia Saturday, 3:30 kickoff inside Neyland Stadium. It is the game that has come to define the Heupel era. It is his Spurrier. It is his kryptonite. Is this the year Josh Heupel gets the proverbial monkey off his back? You know, I'm watching some of Georgia's game against Austin Peay earlier this morning, and just doing a little bit of film study.
I need to go look at the film.
And you've got, you know, obviously Austin Peay did not have their full and complete attention.
No.
And then there's a weather delay. So first of all, you don't have their full and complete attention, and then there's a weather delay. And we all know how hard that is to come back from when you take off the field for an hour, and then you got to come back and loosen up and all that stuff. So I don't put a lot of stock into it. We're going to talk to our guy Logan Booker from 960 The Ref in Athens coming up in hour number 2 today. We'll get his take on it, but I just don't get the feeling that Georgia fans are running around pulling their hair out. I don't get the feeling that Kirby is particularly worried about their performance over the weekend, Bob. As a matter of fact, I think he probably likes it because now he can lay light into these guys and tell them it ain't good enough, and you're going to have to bring it, and they're probably going to bring it this week.
I wonder what I mean, maybe Logan can help give us some guidance here, but I wonder what it's like down there with their fan base. Are they as spun up as we are? Are they, you know, like on our show yesterday, Bear, I don't know if you were listening at this point, but there was, you know, there were obscenities dropped yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I see what you're saying.
There was a lot.
An idiot Ohio State fan that Russell,
That
I
guy.
thought, let talk entirely too long, but that's just me. It's a little creative advice, Russ.
Derek Dooley noted, Derek Dooley dismissed.
I think he was luring him into the lair.
That guy was a piece of work. Yeah, I do wonder, like, are they?
I mean,
you got to figure they are, man.
Or are they just like, man, we own them. We've won 8 in a row. I'm trying to think about how we would approach that game if we had won 8 in a row against Georgia at this point.
How did you approach it in 99, 2000?
Yeah.
2000, I guess the streak ended in 2000, but 97, 98, 99, I felt pretty confident those years going. Now, we had reason to be. We were pretty dang good.
Yeah.
We were. I mean, it was kind of reversed. It's like we were the more talented team. They had a lot of talent, but we had more, and we were supposed to win those games. It was kind of my read on it, and now kind of the shoes on the other foot. They've got more talent. We've got a lot of talent, but they've got more.
Well, I mean, they flipped the script. Back then, we had the top. You know, a lot of times, a good bit of the top talent coming out of Georgia. That's not like that anymore.
No.
I mean, you think Deion Grant, Jamal, Jabari, who else were, I mean, some of our other, like, big-time Georgia recruits during that era. I mean, seemed like half the damn team was from Georgia then.
So Georgia this year, I believe it's 42 of their 85 are either freshmen, true freshmen, or redshirt freshmen. So half their roster is either in their first or second year of college football. I believe they have one senior starter on defense. They have more on offense because they hit the portal hard at the receiver position. But like defense, they're young and unproven. Talented, but young and untested. And I feel like the story of this rivalry during the Heupel era, 4 years now, has been Heupel's offense versus Kirby's defense. Heupel's plays versus Kirby's players. How do you change that trend if you're Josh Heupel? And here's the other thought I had in watching this is, you know, this Kirby's defense has become our kryptonite to this Heupel offense. It's the Saban defense. right? I mean, he's a Saban disciple. He's running the same
Right.
system and everything. I'm sure there have been tweaks and evolution to it, but he's a Saban disciple. Why was it so easy for Heupel against Saban's defense? I mean, even in the years that he lost against Saban, remember down there in 21, they put up some big numbers down there. And even with Milton, like he's dicing them up in the first half in 2023. Why is it so easy for Heupel against Saban, and yet it's so difficult against Kirby?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's but it sure does feel that way. I don't know. I hate the prospect of thinking this, if this happens again this weekend, if Tennessee loses, then there is truly a full-on narrative about, I mean, it's building already, but to your point, everything you just said about Georgia in terms of their youth, everything else, this just feels like an opportunity.
This is it, man. The door is open. Are you man enough to walk through?
Right. That's when I think the narrative escalates, is my point. If Tennessee can't win this one, it's going to be like, okay,
yeah,
this is, one coach having the other coach's number, and there's no one doing that. Is that what we're looking at? I hate to think that way, but I have a feeling I'm going to gravitate towards that if we're on the bad end of this.
If you don't do it this year, it's hard to see you doing it next year on the road with another new quarterback, whoever that might be, with Stockton. Probably he doesn't have the look of a guy that's going pro to me, with an entrenched Georgia quarterback and then playing at home and all that stuff. So, it's an opportunity, but it's also like there's some you need to get it done, because if you don't, again, it's going to be hard to see you being a favorite next year. Then you're waiting until 2020. Then you're talking about a 10-year streak.
God, don't go there.
So the pressure's on.
Yeah.
Now is the time.
Kirby's the only person, the only team that Heupel really, he can't get Kirby to the point where he's reacting to what we're doing. Like Georgia's been able to dictate the terms. Never make him uncomfortable. What's our best? 17. That's the most points we've scored on them during the Heupel era.
Yeah, last year 17.
Something's got to give there.
We haven't scored 20. We scored 21 in 2020 in the COVID year, and before that, you got to go back to the Dobbs nail boot game. I think you scored 31, 35 points, something like that. Was that
the demarcation point for Cornbread halftime of that Georgia game
in 2020?
Yeah. That was the one where we went in
line of demarcation suggests that there are two sides to it. I would argue that there's only one side to the Heupel era. I mean, he lost to Georgia State at the beginning of his second year. It's not like he ever had it rolling.
Well, no, but I thought we were back a little bit. You're up on Georgia like that down there.
Felt good for a minute, but it was fool's gold. And Jeremy
they came out
Pruitt
of the
was
locker
the
room.
fool.
Cornbread.
Quick timeout. Open up the phones. 865-966-3435. Your number to get on the show. Call or text to the drive this afternoon. 865-966-3435. It's Fan Run Radio. Quick timeout. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
It's Tennessee and Georgia, Saturday afternoon in Neyland Stadium, and this week's Fan Run Football Friday live show is at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer. Join us for a live broadcast of The Drive, Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market on Kingston Pike in Lions View. We'll have $2.50 pints of Garage Beer and Garage Beer Lime, as well as a QR code that you can scan to get a 12-pack of Garage Beer to go for just $12. Plus, we'll be giving away a Garage Beer prize pack, including a sweet retro tailgate chair, pint glass, hats, t-shirts, koozies, stickers, and more. And we'll have your Fan Run Voluntary Reaction Keg of Glory t-shirts to give away as well. It's The Drive this Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app.
VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bree from Malone and Costa Dentistry at Knoxville Smiles. Have you been putting off getting dental treatment? Maybe you're embarrassed, or you're worried that you'll be judged, or maybe you're worried that you will be treated as just another set of teeth rather than a person. If so, I would like to invite you to visit us at Malone and Costa Dentistry at Knoxville Smiles. We will meet you wherever you are in life to help you feel good about you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to set up an appointment or go online to knoxvillesmiles.com.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Good afternoon. A couple of wrecks in their cleanup stages out here. It was slow earlier on 40 westbound at that Kingston exit through that stretch of Roane County. THP was trying to wrap up a wreck out there a little bit earlier. Had traffic slow in Roane County. We're hoping it's going to improve and get better as traffic builds over here on 275 northbound up by High School, Woodland, all the way up 75 right now over around Merchants Road. Hey, if your check engine light comes on, don't panic. Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. Amco serving East Tennessee since 1962. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Why would you read something like that out? I can
not
start
nice.
reading. I can start reading the stuff that people say about you guys.
Texter says, of course, we won't be favored against Georgia next year because we won't be playing them next year. We don't know that.
They could,
but it is a good point. Like we don't know that we are either. So maybe we dodge. Maybe this is the last game against Georgia for a minute.
On the live chat, Vols GBO says game is going to be decided between the trenches. If we can't run between the tackles, we have basically no chance.
Well, last year's the only year during the Heupel era that we've been able to do that.
Right.
And we don't have Dylan Sampson this year.
Your pick to click's been a little underwhelming, I feel like.
Peyton Lewis has not covered himself in glory. I mean, that's it. Like, who's RB1?
Bishop. I think it's Star.
It's Bishop, Star. The sad part is out of the three of them, Peyton Lewis is the one that seems to have like the home run breakaway speed, but I think Stars looked as good. I wouldn't say better, but him and Deshaun, 1A and 1B.
I'd agree with 1A and 1B. I think they're getting equal reps. Like I've said, Star's got something, man. He's got that extra gear right
now. A little wiggle to him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And Bishop's just tough. He runs.
Yes.
He put in a lot of work this offseason, Bob, to get his body ready for it. And, I mean, he's a guy I feel like if we need 3 yards, I would feel most comfortable with him getting it.
Let's go to the phones, and Bill is up first today on the drive. Hello, Bill.
Hey guys, if Cracker Barrel would only put their food back like it used to be, it might be edible again. They're serving microwave biscuits now, for goodness sake.
Get out of here.
That's not why I called. Yeah, they are. That's true. Yeah.
Hashtag bring back the Sunrise Sampler.
Bring back Uncle Herschel's favorite. That's when I quit Cracker Barrel.
I'm ready to storm the gates right now. If you are, Bill, I mean, let's go.
Well, you might not be after I take you to task here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Russell. Okay, you're a baseball fan. I know you are. Okay, at a Major League Baseball game, especially in New York, Philly, L.A., Cleveland, it doesn't matter. Whoever's hand the home run ends up with, that's who owns the baseball. People come from 3 sections away to dive on home run baseballs and foul balls too. So, to say, well, it hit closer to her, it doesn't matter. Whoever's hands it ends up in, that's who owns the baseball.
Let me ask you this. What about whose hand gets to it first? What if she had it, but it she fumbles it away for just a second, and then the guy with the bigger, stronger hand comes and just snatches it away from her?
Whoever's hands the baseball ends up in.
So all's fair.
You see that yes, it is. You see that on TV every day in the stands, especially on go to the grandstands in Wrigley Field and see what happens when a home run goes out there. So no, I just think she's just a Philly Karen, and the dad was right by not making a thing, because you don't want to end up in they've got a jail in Lincoln Financial Field just across the road, so you don't want to end up there while your son's watching a baseball game. So I think the dad handled it right, but she just was way, way, way over the line. If you can't hold on to the baseball, you don't have anything to complain about.
But Bill, do you think it's a fireable offense? Have you heard that Bear was saying she lost her job?
There's so much on the internet. I don't know if they've even actually identified
Figured out who
there were several people with that name, which one it was. So is it a fireable offense? No, but it certainly is a offense for people to say what an idiot she is. For that's what it was. But Russell, it's whoever takes the ball home in the end, whoever gets their hands on it, that's who it belongs to.
So I can go to a major league game. There's a crowd of kids, 10-year-olds, sitting there waiting in the corner to get ball. It goes up, pop fly goes into the stands. I can just barge in there, knock a couple of kids over, take the ball, pry it from the hands of a small child, and walk away with it. And it's all fair. All's fair in baseball and war.
Yeah, it's you can do that, but in that case, you're probably going to end up in the emergency room because somebody's going to beat the snot out of you for it. But otherwise, it's if that's what you want to do to get a baseball, then that's what you want to do to get a baseball.
Well, I will. I don't know if I necessarily agree completely. I do see your point, though. I think you make a strong argument.
I still love you, brother. Let's go.
Thanks,
let's
Bill.
storm the Cracker Barrel tomorrow morning.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's do this. Thank you. It's our boy, our boy Blount County Bill, checking in. Bill the Panther, 865-966-3435. You agree, Bob? Whoever's hand the ball ends up in, that's it.
Yeah, I think they're both. And I would say that Karen, we'll call her, is culpable here, because even when she went over and demanded the ball, you look at the little boy and everything. It's like, man,
he's heartbroken.
Yeah. It's like, are you serious? You're going to take it now?
Is this going to be like, what if you're, going after an 8-year-old, you and an 8-year-old are going after that. I mean, you really you're a grown person. I don't know if I can fully go all in with Bill's take on it.
Buck on the YouTube chat says, so here's the question on the Philly fan. If you buy a ticket to the ballpark, does that give you access to just your seat or to the whole ballpark? And what Bill is saying is like, look, the ball's hit into your section. You have license to go wherever you want, not just in your section. You can run across the section out wherever to go get that ball. And as long as you get it, that's yours.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you're not taking the seat, you're going to try to get the ball and go back.
Okay.
I think that's fair. I'm against Karen on this, even though the dad was.
Oh, me too.
The reaction of the dad was so bizarre. I'm still struck by that.
Thought that was a little pretty beta.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was your else kid, dude, you guys giving that ball? I mean, all three of us have sons. If that's your boy and he's young,
I probably would have put up a bigger fight. I probably would have tried to listen, calm down. You're acting like your mom. Second of all, this is my 10-year-old here. I'm giving the ball to him. And Like, I got it. Like, I'm sorry you weren't quick enough, but I got it. I'm giving it to him. I'm not keeping it from you. But I think we can all agree, like, I'm an adult, you're an adult. This is a child. It's kid's game. I'm giving it to my kid. Like, can you understand that? And then if she persists, it's like, all right, look, you're crazy, lady. Here, just get out of my face, because I don't want to end up on YouTube.
Yeah, and we don't know what she was saying to him, right? Have we heard any feedback from the father?
Yeah, I think he said he was basic. The story I read before we came on, he was saying that she was just up in my face saying, "That's my ball. That's my ball."
Wow.
I just said, no, it's not. Leave me alone.
I probably would have, depending upon what she said, I probably would have ended up. I didn't like the beta response at first, because then it just put him it felt like she already had the upper hand. I would have just done what Russell said, kind of try to talk it out. And if she's still just, unagreeable, then just say, all right, you win. Enjoy that. See this kid that you're disappointing. You live with that.
I wouldn't do that. Just GTFO.
Drew Feltwell is the fan's name. He said, quote, "I pretty much just wanted her to go away, still in disbelief that she walked over there like that."
Yeah,
he says, "I was ecstatic. Like, I got Bader's home run ball and I put it in my son's glove. Then here she comes. She just screamed in my ear, 'That's my ball,' super loud. I jumped out of my skin and I was like, 'Why are you here? Go away.'"
I mean, he was startled. All right. Like I said, it was weird. It was like he had a cross between shock and jazz hands and other stuff. It was odd.
I mean, he walked out, like, again, he went a pretty long way to get that ball. How far would you go to get your son a home run ball?
Yeah, I don't know. You're right about that. He did cover a lot.
Because I've been in similar situations at major league games where, like, a home run was hit close, and like, it's like, man, I could probably step over this grandma, pummel this small child, and step on the head of this wounded veteran and get that ball, but I'm not going to do that.
Go all Hunter Ensley out there in the stands.
I was thinking more George Costanza as the fire broke out at the party. But
yeah, that's good too.
Let's get Dave in here next. Dave, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Hey, man, I calling in. Somebody else has apparently texted you about it, but yeah, we won't play Georgia because of the rivalry situation. I was going to talk to you about that, though, and see who you guys wanted to be our three traditional rivals. We assume it will be Alabama, Vandy, and ... Kentucky wants us. South Carolina wants us. I think it should be Kentucky because we are their biggest rival. What do you guys think?
I agree with you. I mean, I think it should be Kentucky, and they're our third biggest. Like, we played them the most times. It's a border war. And here's the ironic thing is, if they had never discontinued the battle for the beer barrel, if we still had a trophy that went to the winner of that, and keep in mind, like, they've beaten us a couple of times the past 10 years. Like, and there was a trophy that went back and forth. I don't even think this would be an argument. I think those would be the three. It would be clear. And, probably some rivals would have ruffled feathers about it because we are getting off easy in that case. But I agree with you. Here, the thing I wonder, Dave, you said South Carolina wants us. I have not seen that. Why do they want us?
They think that they don't really have any big rivals. I mean, they've got Georgia, kind of, but Georgia doesn't consider them one. Columbia, the city of Columbia, Missouri, tried to make them one because of the Battle of the Columbias, but who gives a crap? I mean, they're across the ocean almost from each other geographically. South Carolina just doesn't have any real rivals.
I agree.
I think they would like to make Tennessee one. It should be Kentucky. It's just not fair to Kentucky not to pick them. It wouldn't be fair to Vandy not to pick us. And, of course, Bama's got to have Auburn and us. So I don't know what you're going to do with it. It's a crappy situation, but since they've gone to this 6-3 format, it is what it is. On another subject, I'm hoping next year, if they give us Texas and they still have a Manning at quarterback, that game is in Knoxville and not in Austin. Can you imagine the hype for that game, Manning playing in Knoxville?
That would be cool. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what turns out with the permanent rivals thing. My thought on South Carolina, I do like the South Carolina-Georgia rival because they are close. Athens and Columbia are pretty close. And to me, that makes a lot of sense from Georgia because they're going to keep Florida and probably Auburn, that's a tough chunk. to me, like South Carolina makes sense as their third rival because it's not that hard a game. There's some balance there. Or South Carolina, it's a weird one, Bob. Like I would consider Arkansas, because they came in together. Feels like they've played Missouri a lot. Like there's South Carolina, Missouri games. Other than that, I don't know who they're really tied to.
Missouri's such an outlier now. When you think about it this way, we've always thought they were, but now when you start to think about trying to create these, annual 3-game sets of rivals, it's like, who does go with them? I mean, they do have they've developed kind of a rivalry with Arkansas, but beyond that, I just don't know who it is.
Well, there's going to be a handful of teams, 3, like there's going to be a handful of teams that get off kind of easy.
Yeah.
And, far be it for me to wish good things upon Shane Beamer, but I feel like South Carolina has a pretty good argument to be made there. It's like, hey, we're not one of the Titans. So if you're giving us Georgia every year, which has been the best program in this league for the last 5 to 10 years, if you're giving us them, then, you pairs with Arkansas. It's like, okay, they're not great, but they're not Vandy, Kentucky either.
Yeah.
And then maybe Missouri again, like another quote unquote medium team.
I think we've talked about this.
I don't want South Carolina.
I actually do. I'd prefer South Carolina over Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah. Now, there's a lot of people, I think you're saying that because of the logic of, well, Kentucky's more of a win. That's kind of guaranteed.
They're more of a win, but I also think they're more of a traditional rival.
They are a traditional
played
rival.
them every year forever.
I know. I don't know. I'd like to have, although Vandy's playing pretty good ball right now, I'd rather have like 2 tough opponents out of those 3 and 1 softie right now.
So it's just a competitive thing. Better games with South Carolina.
I think so.
I think so. I'm just strictly trying to get to 10 wins over here, make the playoffs.
Yeah, I know.
That's not it for me. I mean, that the fact that Kentucky's Kentucky and they kind of suck is just an added benefit. But they get under my skin, man. Those damn toothless coal miners, slack-jawed yokels,
meth heads.
I don't have anything against the good people of South Carolina.
And now
that state.
Now we got my wife weighing in on the baseball thing. She wrote there was nobody in the aisle. The aisle was completely clear, so that guy can go as far down and get it.
She never even had it. I sent you guys. You can watch it at the break, but there's a video. She never has that ball.
That's a good point, though, Mrs. Baskerville. Like, you're not climbing over 10 people to get, there are a lot of empty seats there.
He covered a lot of ground, but it was open ground.
She never had
fast.
He did.
Showed a little of athleticism.
Telling you, Hunter Hensley.
But he did. He baited pretty hard. I mean, he was scared to death once she tapped him. He about, like you said, jumped out of his skin.
That's what I'm saying. It was bizarre.
Yeah, and when you're going after a ball, you got tunnel vision. Like, you're not really looking at her. I don't think he's taking it away from her. Like, he probably is like he said, like, what are you doing over here? And maybe there's a part of his brain, like, maybe I did yank it away from this old woman. Like, that's not good. But I think when you like step back and you really realize what happened, there's a fog of war thing when you're going after a ball, man. People do crazy things.
She obviously is a good example of that because she literally never has the ball in her hand.
I used to love going to old Billy Meyer Stadium. They had those bleachers down the right field line. Remember that? Just past first base. And it just old school, like a bleacher stand, not like stadium bleachers, just like propped up on a gravel lot bleachers. That's where we would go hang out. And like, they'd hit foul balls over there all the time. And so there'd be like a dozen kids and we would like dive under those bleachers, like risking life and limb. You get all scraped up and everything just to get a minor league baseball. But when you got them, and I got a bunch of them, man, like it was like Indiana Jones and the Lost Ark. You got the thing, you're holding it up. Well, behold, look what I have attained.
The key part about that whole thing you just said was when you guys were kids.
Yeah.
It's a grown woman acting this way.
It's a grown man, too.
And maybe if the Karen had put her phone in her pocket instead of in her hand, she
all
could have grabbed
all right. mean,
what she did, right hand's got a phone and something else in it, and you could see her reaching for it.
well, people have phones in their
That guy scooped it right up. I'm more disappointed in him than I am surprised at her.
Just disappointed that he gave it up so easily.
Yeah, dude. That was yours. That was your kids. No heart.
Do you think his son thinks less of him?
I don't know about that, but
I think Russ said it. I tend to agree. Excuse me. In this era of social media, I think maybe that guy was sitting there thinking, oh my God, I don't care how difficult she is. It's a lady and I don't need to,
Well, no, I mean, you could just keep it verbal with her. I would have just maybe chose different words than you guys would. That's all I'm saying.
How do you think that woman, you saw how hard she was going.
Oh,
how
if
do
I
you
dropped
think,
my favorite word
How do
on
you
her?
think she would have responded to whatever you're thinking you're going to say to her?
Oh, no, I know exactly what I'd say. Probably not.
No,
well.
I'm saying, yeah. How do you think she would respond?
Oh, it would be an explosive situation immediately.
I mean, she clearly she didn't have the same sort of trepidation about what the repercussions on social media would be because of the way
you think she even
behaved.
knows? I mean, like she's at least 60, right? I mean,
She's got an Apple iPhone in her hand, in her right hand. She knows what social media is, bro.
Granny, you're going viral.
Yeah, I'm sure she knows. She'd probably dye her hair back. She had that. I wonder, I couldn't tell how old she was. She had like that two-tone going black and white, like a police car.
I'd be so there for a total throwdown between Bear and Karen.
I mean, it wouldn't be. I'd lean back as she leaned in, but I would straight up tell her.
Welcome back to the show. Our friend Chris Burleson with University Lending Group. Appreciate CB jumping back in, supporting the show. If you are looking at your mortgage situation and you're thinking, man, there's got to be a better way. Lucky for you, there is. Call my friend Chris Burleson, University Lending Group. His number is 865-388-7634. Tell him I sent you. You can visit him online at smartloantn.com. That's smartloantn.com. Chris's clients on average pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. How awesome would that be? No mortgage in just 7 years? Call Chris, 388-7634, or go online to smartloantn.com and turn your income into financial freedom. We got to take a quick time out. We'll come right back. More of your phone calls when we continue. It is The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive. Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Central wide receiver Javastin Badgett. Badgett helped lead the Bobcats to a 29-21 win over West last week. Badgett had an eye-popping 12 catches for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns as Central improved to 2-1 on the season. Javastin Badgett of Central High School, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Citizens National Bank.
Kick off this football season with a CNB Plus Perks checking account. Move downfield with free online and mobile banking. And cross the goal line with extended evening hours and Saturday banking. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332-941.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Series next season.
Tell me more,
please.
We will begin the season on the road at Georgia, March 13th through the 15th. Then we will play Missouri at home. That'll be the first home SEC series in the new sparkling Lindsey Nelson Stadium with all its new toys and gadgets up there. So Tony Vitello against his alma mater. You go to Vanderbilt for the last weekend in March, and then April 3rd through 5th, 3-game home series with LSU.
Let's go.
That'll be big. You go to Mississippi State and Duty Noble, probably the best facility in the league. That'll be huge. And then you come home to play Ole Miss. So the two Mississippi schools back to back. You would think at least one of those teams would be very good, if not both of them, although they've been weirdly up and down. Alabama comes to town after that, so back-to-back home series against Ole Miss and Bama. We played Bama. This will be the third year in a row we've had a 3-gamer with Alabama. And then you're at Kentucky, May 1st through 3rd. Texas comes to Knoxville. That will be the final 3-game home series of the regular season. Texas.
That'll be a damn Donnybrook.
In Knoxville. Jim Schlossnagle and Tony Vitello renew hostilities. And then you'll finish up the season on the road with a 3-gamer at Oklahoma. So we spread it out. Yeah, I mean, we get to play Texas and Oklahoma, some new schools that we haven't played lately at all. And then, you keep the Vanderbilt rivalry going. And I don't even know what the format is if we have like permanent opponents or anything in baseball, but certainly Vanderbilt is a series that needs to be played every year. I think we would all agree.
Yes.
For sure. But they're our biggest baseball rival.
Not giving that one up.
Feels like Arkansas, this happens, right? We play them a time or two, and then they go away. And then because they're away, it's happening again this time.
Haven't played them in a minute. No, we played them down there this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
yeah, it came back, and then now it's gone again.
And we played LSU every year, 3 years in a row now, I believe.
Yeah.
I think so. We played them at home last year because that's the one game you took me that game.
That was 2 years ago. We played a 3-game series down there this year.
Oh, and then 2 years ago. Shout out to Magic Mike for the tickets.
865-966-3435, your number to get on the show here this afternoon. There was another Tennessee baseball note. I saw where Anson Seibert, the highly touted pitcher who redshirted recovering from Tommy John this past year, had another elbow procedure done recently, will be out for fall ball. Still expect him to be back for the start of the regular season, but that's one of the guys we're kind of depending on. And
certainly.
Yeah, I just got to wrap him in bubble wrap for the fall.
I guess so, man. It should be pretty loaded on the pitching staff. 865-966-3435 if you want to chime in this afternoon. It is The Drive. It is Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith, Bob Baskerville. Bear is back. He's got stories of his travels. He was in Californistan the past couple of days. He's made it back safely. At some point, if the calls slow down, we will do a little story time with Bear. Texter says, for as bad as the Heupel versus Georgia narrative is, we were headed in the fourth quarter in Athens, down 24-17 last year with the ball, and Nico Iyama-Pajama under center. It was a two-score game.
Yeah.
We crediting Nico with that?
No, I think his point is just that it's close. Like,
it's closer than
guilt. Yeah, I'm guilty. Like in my mind, I just feel like there's this huge chasm between it. Like it felt like we were scratching and clawing for everything to keep it as close as it was, and it's just it wasn't close.
We were just holding on by our fingernails.
Yeah,
I got you.
Or most of the time we're beating teams, and it feels like we're stumbling around. Like I felt like Syracuse is like, all right, man, we're in control of this game, but man, we're kind of goofing around at times, and just. We're going to have to play that perfect 2022 Alabama game this weekend to win it. Let's get Phil in here. Phil, you're on The Drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, W.
Hey, Philly.
You got Bear back in there, huh?
We do indeed.
That's cool. The comments he made in the first of the show. Kind of comical, wasn't it?
Not as comical as some of the stuff.
Did you find anything about to confirm your Herschel slave whip theory?
Yeah, it was a thing, but it turned out, I remember it was a deal, and it had been disproven, but there was a thing back in 2015 and 2021.
There was a thing that somebody made up.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Well, guys, are we going to beat Georgia? I mean, we can talk or do all the what ifs and this, that, and the other. We're going to actually beat them.
That remains to be seen, Phil. If I knew that, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in Vegas putting a big old bet on somebody this weekend.
What's concerning is we play them better down there in Athens than we do here.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, Kirby's able to play that. It's us against the world card a little bit easier up here, I think.
Also, the two teams that drilled us up here, Phil, were two of their best teams, as I recall.
Oh, yeah, they were. But you were all right, Russ. You were talking about it's going to be Heupel's offense against Kirby's defense. That's going to determine the game.
Can he figure something out?
We got to score at least 20 points to have a chance to win this game.
That's what I was going to ask you, Phil, is like, what do you think? I think it needs to be more than that. I think it's got to be 24 to 28 is what I would think.
Well, we ain't even scored more than 17 here, right? I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
It's honestly, I think this game is the biggest game of Heupel's whole coaching career at Tennessee.
I think
it's the biggest home game since '98 Florida. And you know what happened that day?
I definitely think it's the biggest one in the Heupel era, to your point, Phil, because I was saying it earlier. It's like if he loses again.
Bigger than 22, Bama? How soon we forget?
Well,
I mean, he'd stretch that thing out. They'd stretched out to what? How many games in a row had they beaten us when we broke the?
What was our expectation though going into that game?
In 22?
22.
That was
like we expected to win.
We thought that this was our shot.
I did. I remember it vividly, like being down there before the game, and I think we were like a 7.5 point dog, and I wasn't feeling like I was hopeful, and I thought we were pretty good and everything, but I was very surprised to win.
Yeah.
I mean, from my memory, it felt like that was the biggest chance we'd had to beat them in like what pretty much my whole life it felt like at that point. So it feels like that game was a little bigger than this season when we went into the season with low expectations anyway.
I'd say that we have a chance. I'd say about a 30% chance, but that's better than what we have in the past. I mean, right now, Georgia's the number one program in the Southeastern Conference. It's not Alabama.
They've been the most successful for certain. Phil, thanks, man. We got to run. Stay with us. Hour number 2 of The Drive coming up.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Fall fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for the Drive Stop 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the drive underway. Fan Run Radio and the Top 4 at 4 brought to you this afternoon by Knoxville Smiles. Walker Smith, hit me.
Thank you. At number 1, Tennessee receivers coach Kelsey Pope met with local media Tuesday morning as the Vols prepare to face rival Georgia at Neyland Stadium. He said, quote, "They try to throw a lot at you on the back end and play a bunch of different coverages. They kind of do everything on the back. It's just about going to battle on every snap, operating with technique, and winning one-on-one matchups. The Vols have failed to throw for 200-plus yards in each of the last 3 matchups against Georgia."
There it is. I mean, that's the big thing that jumps out. We can't get our passing game going because they've been able to shut our run down.
Really get the run game going.
Well, the reason is because they've been able to shut it down with 4 or 5 at the most going against our entire offensive line, and they're able to drop 6 or 7 guys into coverage every play.
Only 3 returning starters on this Georgia defense. We talked earlier. I mean, no senior starters, just one senior starter back there, Dalen Everett, cornerback. But it's by far the least experienced Georgia defense that we've seen, and you're going to have to take advantage of that. But yeah, I mean that's always been. It was a problem during the pre-Heupel years against the Saban defense. I remember that. They would talk about that every year. It's just their DBs bumping our receivers off their routes, and we just could not get open against Alabama. Heupel changed that. We get open against Alabama every year during the Saban era, even the games they beat us in. That has not been the case against Georgia. We can't get open. I mean, Hyatt couldn't do it. Tillman couldn't do it.
Well, they've got a lot more guys in coverage than Alabama.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just
they
do schematically. I don't know.
This is the same scheme.
Yeah, but he's not having to send more than 4 guys. Go back and watch the film, man. I'm just telling you, he gets plenty of pressure and can.
I see a lot of one-on-one guys. Like our guys can't get open against them. Like they're just bigger and stronger. They got dudes like Keely Ringo and KJ Bolden back there, who are NFL first-round draft picks,
I'm not arguing
and we can't, and they overpower us.
I'm just saying, they drop more people into coverage against us than anybody else is able to.
But hasn't that been the hasn't that been the narrative the past 2 years? Is everybody's figured out? Well, you just drop 8, don't get beat over the top, and that's why we're not hitting the deep balls. It's like you just drop 8, play coverage against us.
I feel like it's a little different with Georgia. I mean, their defense under Kirby has been.
They got better players.
Yeah, they have better players, but also Alabama had better players on defense, and we were still able to scheme around it. Kirby just does something a little different. At number 2, Colorado is pivoting to Ryan Staub as the starting quarterback at Houston on Friday night. Staub began the season as Colorado's third-string quarterback behind veteran Caden Salter and decorated freshman Julian Lewis. But after shining against Delaware on Saturday, the staff has indicated that Staub will be the starter this week.
So neither of the other guys are hurt, Salter or
Not
Lewis?
that I saw.
Man, that's a bold move.
Did you hear what Dion said as far as how he divvied up the reps at quarterback for their last game?
Mm-mm.
He said he prayed on it, and the Lord told him to play all 3 and see what happened. And he did, and the Staub kid was the best. Like, the Salter drives were just all ended in punts. And this Staub kid led him to a couple of touchdowns, and so he earned it out there on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if he was thinking about that when he was doing his constitutional.
Why do you have to take everything to the toilet, Bob? I mean, you and the scatological humor. I mean,
you're on the job now, Bob.
Yeah, a level of maturity is expected here.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Oh no,
that's rich.
Have you seen this pile of crap?
Yeah.
At number 3, the San Francisco 49ers are placing tight end George Kittle on IR with a hamstring injury. Kittle, who suffered the injury in the first half of Sunday's victory against the Seahawks, will miss games at New Orleans, home against Arizona and Jacksonville, and also against the Rams. The Niners also are making a change at kicker as they are set to waive Jake Moody.
Yeah. Fantasy football team took a hit with that news. And I like Kittle.
You don't like Kittle?
I said I like Kittle.
Oh.
I hate to hear that about him, so.
He's a fun football player when he's healthy.
Yeah, they had Purdy got dinged up in that game too, didn't he?
Yeah, he's dinged up. He's got a shoulder and a toe right now.
The dog got dinged up as well.
Dang, dropping like flies.
They're saying they're saying Juwan's is not that serious, that he could be playing next weekend. But yeah, he did leave early though.
I feel like whenever they say an NFL player's injury is not that serious, it's
They're
the kind of
lying.
injury that would have the rest of us in traction.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give him a shot of something and let him go out there and run around.
At number 4, restricted free agent Josh Giddey has reached an agreement on a 4-year, $100 million contract to re-sign with the Chicago Bulls. The deal is fully guaranteed and contains no player or team options.
Josh knows Chicago's a great place to be when you're young.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Team might not be that good, but
Who they got? It's not Donovan anymore, is it?
no, he's still
He's
coaching.
still there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Still Donovan.
Is he struggling to get traction?
They're just kind of like borderline playoff team every year.
It's not Donovan's fault.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Think he should go back to college?
Maybe.
Did you see where Hurley, Danny Hurley, I always get the Hurley brothers mixed up, said that he considered retiring after last season?
Yeah.
I think he's just addicted. He loves him some Danny Hurley, doesn't he?
What do they call that main character syndrome?
Yeah, that's a great. That is a great description of that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. He's always something, man.
Thank you, Walker. That is the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. It's where I go for all my dental work. It's been a while since you've had a routine dental cleaning. Do yourself a favor. Call Knoxville Smiles this fall and schedule your appointment. You could do it online at knoxvillesmiles.com or just call them at 865-539-1776. They've got teeth whitening specials going on now through the end of the year. Call them and ask about that. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Remember, healthy teeth, happy lives. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. We're going to go down to Athens here in about 15 minutes and visit with our old pal Logan Booker from 960 The Ref. Get a little bit of the Georgia flavor to this rivalry. Shout out to Sean Fincham on Twitter. He reminds me, I knew this. One of those things I'd forgotten. They do have permanent opponents in baseball. Ours are Vanderbilt and Alabama.
Saw that. Did not realize it with Alabama.
It doesn't. And this is what we're going to have to. Football is probably not going to make everybody happy, whoever that third permanent opponent is.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all get it with Vanderbilt in baseball.
Yeah.
Not only is it in state, that is our most heated and hated blood rival.
Yeah, and then back to the Kentucky thing. I'd rather not play them in baseball given their current state because it's like, the Savannah Bananas stuff that they do and everything else. I mean, they're typically pretty good.
Yeah.
But,
Migione had them in the College World in Omaha the year before last.
They flamed out, didn't
So we get set to go back to the busy phone lines. Let's grab a call from Stevie. Good afternoon, Stevie. You're on the drive.
Russell!
Stevie!
My man. Hey, do you guys think the new sponsor, Chris Burleson, could write me a loan to get into the New Mexico State game?
Why would you need is it that pricey?
I'm sure it will be. Danny ain't going to take a moment to put the prices down.
Well, not after you. I mean, we got to educate you callers. We had a caller yesterday offer a 10% increase on his price. I mean, like, folks, if this is the mentality we have, you're going to get fleeced.
Yeah. Speaking of ticket prices, I got into the Braves game last night for $30 total for me and my wife. It was a phenomenal experience. Well, until the Cubs lost.
Those tickets are pretty affordable online now, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, we almost pulled a two-nighter and just got a hotel and get in for $9 tonight. But, no, we had a lot of fun last night, Russ. It's an easy drive for us down 75. And, you know, I was showing Kate all the places that you and I and the boys traversed when we went a year ago. You know, I was like, honey, that's where Houston took somebody's picture. And, honey, that's where Russell offered me his ice cream. We were sitting right over there. And, honey, that's where I forced Tucker in the back seat of the Parkside Kia Telluride, right over there.
It was a stunning moment for sure, certain. Did you have a good time in the Battery, though, Stevie?
Oh, it was incredible. You know, my wife had never, been down there before, and so we took a few minutes before we got in, and, man, incredible. It was just a great night of baseball. You know, it was beautiful weather, perfect weather. It's just phenomenal experience, guys. So, what's the one thing I noticed over the weekend?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that while you were down there,
No,
Stevie?
okay, that's another thing, right?
Huh? Did we lose Stevie?
They
Is he
didn't
still?
play it once. No,
What?
I'm here.
Oh, you're there?
I'm here.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Chop's playing.
Don't run me.
Okay, I'm
No,
sorry.
they
Go ahead.
They didn't play it once.
What?
They didn't play it once.
Not once?
Is it canceled?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Somebody turned the chop off. We can't hear Stevie. Go ahead, Stevie.
Would you quit that, Russell?
What?
You're a closeted Cubs fan. Are you going to support our boys?
I mean, we've only won like 40 games this year, Stevie. I got to celebrate them all individually.
I'm proud. I'm happy. I'm okay losing the Braves once or twice. Are you going to support our boys in the playoffs, Russ?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say?
What do you say? The
Cubs are going to win today. Hey!
We got the power. We got the speed.
But you got to sing it like Eddie Vedder. We're off.
We got the power. We got the speed. It's Chicago.
Bob, aren't you glad you joined this show? Isn't this how you saw this going?
I'm trying to be serious today, Russ.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Go ahead, please.
Thank you.
Very serious.
Russell, I'd like to hear to apologize and say sorry to Cameron Ward. Can I say sorry?
Yes. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Because that man has the instincts of Patty Mahomes. He's got the skill, the speed. He's got the talent, the swagger. And too bad our coaching staff and most importantly our owner is dim-witted and knows nothing about football. Nothing.
Well, it's one game. You know, can we let things play out a little bit before we make sweeping judgments about Amy Adams drunk, Borgonzi, Callahan, or Cam Ward? Can we play more than one game before we decide to tear the entire kingdom down, so to speak?
I'm not Stevie. I think they should have fired Callahan last year when they got the first draft pick.
There you go.
How you going to keep a guy
I
that got
agree,
your
Bear.
number one? I feel like if you've got the number one draft pick, your coach is not very good.
You don't blame that on Levis and the fact that we don't have a defense or an offensive line?
Who drafted him?
No, I would have. You missed your opportunity to fire him.
Well, Callahan didn't draft him.
I know, but who drafted him, Russ?
Who?
Who
Levis?
signed off? Who signs off, Russ? Who's in that room?
It was Rand Carthon and Vrabel.
And no, I do not believe. Wait. Was Vrabel there when they got Levis?
Yeah, remember they were winking at us.
They thought it was a great pick.
Oh my god. You know, something I noticed this weekend, I don't know if y'all did, the new score bugs around the league, like around all of entertainment. They're huge. Did y'all notice that?
I usually don't know. I like to not notice the score bug. I know people get, and I'm a sports aesthetic enthusiast, but people get all wound up about it. I liked what I saw. I watched a lot of Fox. I liked theirs.
Yeah.
Bob, is that something as a TV guy that you get into?
That one's been real polarizing. I actually like the one Fox does now that it's kind of
transparent.
Yeah, it's kind of, I was going to say kind of transparent, and there's no background on it. I like it. Some people think it's too much, but I think it looks good.
I prefer the Amazon. I think that's when it started. Amazon's look so good. Everybody.
I like Monday Night Football. I think they've got a classic, just skinny right across the screen. Guys, me and my team are cooking something up for this Friday to get into the spirit of the game. Also, programming note for me, I will be in Knoxville on Saturday.
All right.
Watching the game from Yeehaw Brewing. So I'd like everyone to come out and say hello. And
What are you doing? Are you doing a live read on our show right now? That's not an advertiser.
He's
well,
doing a meet and greet.
Partner up. Let's partner
You're doing a
up.
meet and greet? Are you going to be signing autographs?
If you want me to. Maybe we can share an ice cream again.
What?
Go, Cubs, go! Go, Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago!
Big Josh, you're next. Get out of here, Stevie, you knucklehead, you weenie, you turkey. No Big Josh, no BJ. Guess we'll just listen to the shop for a second. One in a row. Got 18 runs scored on us the night
Speaking
before.
of one in road, are you guys going to get off the schneid this week on Friday night? Either one of you guys?
Probably not.
Offers.
We're in a bad spot.
Got crushed this past weekend, man.
Who did Webb get beat by?
Silverdale.
Silverdale always makes me think of that late 80s cartoon show that I'm sure I'm the only one who remembers, Silverhawks.
I've never heard
Came on
of
after
that.
Thundercats.
I remember Thundercats.
Silverhawks was awesome.
Webb's what, 0-3? I can't recall them being winless.
That's what it says.
This far into the season.
I somehow managed to go 0-3 in fantasy this weekend. 3 games, 3 L's.
You're welcome.
I'm just getting them out of the way so we can have a couple of dubs this weekend against Georgia and the Rams and whoever West is playing. It was a good run for my Rebels. It was a good run, boys. But as George Harrison said, all things must pass. Apparently, my alma mater's run of dominance has come to an end. We have come to an end for this segment. We got another one, though, coming up. Logan Booker of 960 The Ref joins the festivities when we continue. Fan Run Radio. Back with more right after this.
The Drive. Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's Tennessee and Georgia, Saturday afternoon in Neyland Stadium, and this week's Fan Run Football Friday live show is at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer. Join us for a live broadcast of The Drive, Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market on Kingston Pike in Lions View. We'll have $2.50 pints of Garage Beer and Garage Beer Lime, as well as a QR code that you can scan to get a 12-pack of Garage Beer to go for just $12. Plus, we'll be giving away a Garage Beer prize pack, including a sweet retro tailgate chair, pint glass, hats, t-shirts, koozies, stickers, and more. And we'll have your Fan Run Voluntary Reaction Keg of Glory t-shirts to give away as well. It's The Drive this Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Are you ready to make your dream home a reality? Hi, I'm Bo Kregner, and here at the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, we know that finding the perfect home is more than just a transaction. It's about finding your sanctuary, your future, your happiness. Our team is dedicated to guiding you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth and stress-free journey towards home ownership. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, we're here to help. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or just visit us online at bonowshouses.com.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Hey, football fans, this is Stats.
And this is the Sheik. And together we are the Cover Boys. And we cover college football like no one else.
Each week, we preview all the big games in college football, and we may not tell you who's going to win, but we'll tell you who's going to cover.
Our patented right sides are clicking at 66% against the spread all time.
So join us right here every Friday evening at 8 for the Cover Boys on the official voice of Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
And enjoy the winners, everyone.
Good afternoon. Starting a little bit heavier here in the last few minutes on Alcoa Highway, especially going southbound, passing John Sevier back.
Through the glass this afternoon as we do the thing on this Tuesday afternoon edition of the show. 865-966-3435, your number to get up with us here today as we talk Tennessee, Georgia, the big one coming up this weekend over at Neyland Stadium. We're going to pull an audible here, and we will chat with Logan Booker tomorrow. There's my bad. We'll figure it out, though.
We did have a little bit of breaking news.
We are doing some live booking on the show here today. A little discombobulated. Let's go to the Fan Run breaking news desk.
For the first time in program history, your Tennessee Lady Vols soccer team is ranked number 1 in the nation.
What?
Have they been scored on yet this year?
They're like the 1939 General Neyland team.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, yeah. I mean, they're just dominating people. You know any soccer players' names? Anybody?
On our team?
Yeah.
Ronaldo? Messi? Saw where your boys got Donnarumma for a goalkeeper. You have no idea who that is, do you?
Not a clue.
Pretty good goalkeeper. Maybe that's what
I've had a hard
time
around figuring out when the games matter and when they don't.
The games always matter.
They play like year round. There's like part of the season where it's like super important. Like sometimes I feel like we'll play Chelsea and they don't start their starters. They don't even play.
It's true. You play in the summer. Those summer games don't really matter.
What are they called? Friendlies?
And you'll even like the FA Cup, the League Cup games don't really matter. But it's kind of like when Tennessee plays Kentucky in volleyball. Like, we're not going to talk about it on the show, but you want to win.
Yeah, but that's not a good analogy because it's not like they're playing them in volleyball. They're playing them in soccer. I mean, if we played Tennessee and Kentucky in football during a different time of the year, would it just not matter?
It's hard to explain.
I'm just saying it's very hard to understand for somebody that was new to the sport.
It is. It's hard to understand if you aren't new to the sport. All right, so we'll talk to Logan tomorrow. We've got that rebooked here. We'll go open lines the rest of the way. If you want to jump in, now's a great time to take your shot. 865-966-3435 if you want to get on the program here today. 966-3435. Failed to connect with Logan Booker, just like Gunnar Stockton overshooting the open man across the middle.
I like it. Maybe a sign of things to come.
Yes.
So they haven't really played anybody, have they?
No. Marshall and Austin P.
Yeah, it's like
I was trying to think about this on air yesterday, but so he comes in at halftime of the SEC championship game when they had already had a lead, and Carson Beck gets hurt, breaks his collarbone or whatever right there at the end.
Right.
And Stockton comes in, and it was kind of a crash landing, right? Like they were up big, and then they can't move the ball. Georgia makes a furious comeback that just ends up short.
Yeah.
And then they have the open week, and then they play Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl. And I don't remember a ton about that matchup other than just being very impressed with Notre Dame. Like that was the first time Notre Dame has impressed me in a long time.
I'll take it a step further. That's one of the first times I felt that Kirby Smart got out coached in a game by Marcus Freeman.
There was he did some goofy thing, go for it or not go for it.
Yeah, I forget exactly what happened, but I remember watching it going, oh my God, man. He just pantsed Kirby Smart.
Yeah, Freeman had found some loophole or something. And
yeah, I forget exactly.
But
yeah,
we were all very surprised.
Yes.
Maybe Josh can figure out the loophole this time around. Let's get Big Josh in here. Big Josh, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Hi, what's going on, W?
Oh, not much, man. Just kicking it. How you been?
Pretty good. It's good to hear my boy Bear back in town, back on the airwaves. I heard you guys talking about the permanent three. There's no way you can keep Kentucky off our schedule. It's the second oldest rivalry in the conference. We played 121 times, one less than Georgia and Auburn. One game less. So you have to have Kentucky, Tennessee on there.
And
they're not going to give.
They're not going to do it, are they?
I don't think they're going to take it away because they're not going to give South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, and Tennessee, all those three. And they're not going to give. Who else are they going to give us? Florida. I mean, they're not going to give Florida, LSU, Georgia, and Tennessee.
You wouldn't think so.
They almost have to give us Kentucky, and we're their oldest rival. We're their rival.
Yeah, but I'm not penciling in Georgia and Florida for South Carolina's other two. I could see them getting Georgia, us, and Kentucky.
Yeah, I've heard Kentucky for South Carolina too.
That would be really disappointing.
That would be really stupid. Why would you give them Kentucky? They have no issue with Kentucky.
Well, they've had some good games here lately, but I mean, I'm just thinking proximity, programs, proximity, not just distance wise, but like history, tradition, and just quality wise as well. I mean, I said earlier, like, I think if you're South Carolina, Georgia makes a lot of sense just because of proximity, and like there's those states and those people just share a lot along that border. And then like I keep coming back to Arkansas. They came in the league together in 92, and they've always just sort of been paired in my mind when I think about the league.
Who's their permanent? Isn't it? Is it A&M or Mississippi State? Who's their permanent?
I think Kentucky is Mississippi State, right?
Maybe it's A&M is South Carolina's. right now.
Looking that up for you, Big Josh.
Seems like it. But anyway, hey, Russ, I think we got the best chance in the Heupel era of getting the upset. Georgia didn't give up over 20 in any game last year except Alabama, and Alabama kind of jumped on them early. I think we need something similar to happen in Neyland. We need just a tidal wave of that Neyland Stadium emotion. We need a turnover, pick six, maybe a boot punt return.
Here's the thing, though, Big Josh. I feel like starting fast against Georgia in the Heupel era has not been an issue. You go back to 2021, we took the ball, went right down the field on them and scored a touchdown, and we're all feeling great. And then they hit us with the avalanche. 2023, you had the Jalen Wright home run, and that was the last running yardage we got against them all day. And then last year we had a long drive to begin the game. So Heupel and Halsley and Golish have been able to script great first possessions against Georgia. We've been able to jump on them early. We just haven't been able to sustain.
I'm talking about stacking points early. We need 20 points at halftime, Russell. We need at least 20 at halftime. We can't go in the locker room 3-0, 7-3. It's not going to end well.
We haven't scored more than 17 total in a long time.
Well, Heupel has this offense is different than past Heupel offenses. You're going to see a lot of screens. You're already seeing motions. You're seeing bunch formations inside the hash marks. He's had this game circled. This is the one big game at home that would really change the outlook on the whole season.
Well, I think you have to hope, Big Josh, that this is one of those situations where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. We've been so reliant on Hyatt in 2022. Dylan Sampson last year, and it just feels like maybe this year is a little bit more. We got 3 running backs, we got 3 receivers, we got 2 tight ends, quarterback not a superstar yet. We can dream, though.
He's a playmaker, though, Russell. We've not had playmakers at quarterback. This is a different kid. He's a competitor. He doesn't have a big arm like some of these other ones we've had, but this kid is different. He's a playmaker. I think it helps. I don't know, but Russell, there's some angst down there in Athens right now. They've got a long history with Mike Bobo, and they are ready to eat him alive. They are not happy with him through 2 games. We need to stop the run early and get on this quarterback. He will cough it up. He will cough it up in that crowd.
I feel like, Josh, that's kind of the deal every year with Bobo. They're all over him, and then they play us, and he looks like a genius.
Yeah, but I'm saying, hell, it's still Georgia. We got to play well, but we got a real chance. We got a better chance than we did walking down there with Nico or Joe Milton.
We just got to look back. We talked about this yesterday, Josh, about Georgia going down to Oxford last season and just getting totally ambushed. So it's proven it can happen. It's just, why can't it be us? Let's see what could happen. We gotta do it.
Well, they got ambushed.
That can definitely happen.
They got waylaid at Alabama. Remember, Alabama jumped all over them.
That's right.
And then blew it, and then came back.
Alabama put up 41 points on them.
Yeah.
Russ.
It was that game was 21-0, 28-0 before Georgia
woke up.
That's
what I'm talking about. We need something similar. It don't have to be 28, but if we can get to, right around 20 points at the half, we're set up to be in it and pull upset. And it'll be one of Heupel's biggest wins. It won't be bigger.
What are you doing calling me, Big Josh? Call Josh Heupel. Tell him to score 20 in the first half.
Well, hell, he don't take my calls, Russell. If he did, I'd be down there in his ear. Anyway, I want to win this damn game. These young kids, they don't know. There's no excuse Georgia beats us 8 straight years. I don't give a damn if Kirby Smart, Nick Saban, who's down there. Our program is just as good as Georgia, LSU, anybody else. All this stuff goes in cycles. It's our turn. Let's beat their ass.
It's our turn. Let's go. Big Josh, get me fired up on a Tuesday afternoon. Got you fired up, Bob?
Absolutely.
Big Josh bringing the passion.
Makes me nervous when we're not on app only with Big Josh.
He's not gonna curse.
He's
That guy yesterday.
very enthusiastic.
That was, man.
That was sweet.
Animals on this show.
You guys did exactly
865-966-3435, your number to call or text the show, 966-3435. DR Vol is next. What's up, DR?
Why do I have to keep following these good callers? Like, Big Josh is my Boo Carter. He's on my Mount Rushmore of sports callers of all time.
We don't have anything but great callers. DR.
Okay.
I mean, like, you're either this is like a Tony Vitello lineup, man. We pack pop in the bottom third of the order.
I guess that's true now that TJ, the Cucky fan, doesn't call anymore. So I guess that's more accurate. Bear stands with me on that. That's why I love Bear. So what time does the Stevie meet and greet start? Like,
I don't
we get an
know.
autograph? What's going on? Now, my serious question, Russ, what game was it where Phil called in and said, we ain't going to win, you know it, and I know it? Was that the 2016 Florida game? Y'all used to play it on here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
We ain't going to win.
God, I used to have that on my phone. That was great. And I love following up Big Josh. Every time I hear him, I think of your halftime show, Russ, the 2020 Georgia game. You remember we made that goal line stop? And Josh, I think I've got to him. And then, of course, we know what happened second half. But we did have that first half of football.
For a brief shining moment, we were kings.
We were.
Toe popped that ball loose on the goal line. We got that recovery. Skull Can was whispering sweet nothings in Tracy Wilson's ear with his orange and white checkerboard gator pulled up over his head like cornholio. and we thought we were back, DR. We thought we were back.
Cornbread.
We did. Now, I will say up until that point in the season, that was great. Now, the rest of the season, that sucked, but the VRs were all time. The meltdowns. I mean, I remember that year just getting excited, just listening to VR, ready for the game to be over with. Just, we had groomers back then. Moving on to present, who would you be more comfortable getting majority of the carries on Saturday? Would y'all think Star Thomas or the Carnes Beaver?
I think it's going to be the Beaver myself, but
that's what I thought.
Just because I think it's more of they really seem to trust. Heupel seems to really trust Deshaun Bishop. So I don't know.
Hey, why are we saying that though? When Star Thomas has gotten most carries the first two games,
I think Deshaun Bishop. It might be maybe superstitious. He's not going to change that. Doesn't matter. He's what you always say. Doesn't matter who starts.
That's what I'm saying. Star Thomas has finished.
Deshaun Bishop's probably going to be the starter.
Well, who are y'all more comfortable with? So, like, game on the line, we've got to score, win the game, we lose. Who do y'all want in? I mean, I get we're going to be throwing.
Probably Star Thomas.
I like Star.
You needed a first down.
I like Star, DR. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He's got just a different look to, I mean, I love having them both, man. That's the thing, but I'm more partial to Star at the moment.
And we're just discounting Peyton Lewis from this conversation now.
He sucks.
Oh,
yeah.
No. That's my pick to click you're talking about there, buddy.
No, he'll be all right. He's just, he's a little overshadowed right now.
I mean, they say he's one of the fastest, 2 or 3 fastest guys on the team. But he has that. Remember, Marlon Lane would just run right into guys.
Yeah,
that's what Peyton's got. He would just run right through you. It's like you can make you can hit that circle button, Peyton. You can hit the R2 trigger and make a little juke. You don't have to run right into the guy.
That's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, guys. Before I go, excluding Aaron Judge, do you think Bear can name more Yankees players or Lady Vol soccer players? And I'll hang up and listen.
I see he's still as moronic as he's always been. My weekend away changed nothing, DR Vol. You, sir, are a punk and a clown.
Well, you can't name any. I'll stick up for Bear here because I know we can't name any.
Nobody else
soccer
in this
players.
room can.
Yeah, I can't.
Judge, Volpe, Chisholm.
There you go. Who's your catcher these days?
I have no idea.
Joe Girardi?
I have no idea.
Ben Rice.
Yogi Berra?
I could have a Yankee off with you.
Thurman Munson?
I don't want no part of a Yankee off.
It sounds dirty.
Yeah, it does.
What
That's
you
all
guys
I
do
want
in
no
your
part
own
of it.
time, like leave us and the rest of the audience out of it. Please. A little respect, please.
Oh
my God.
How about this? On the live chat, Vols GBO says, would you take a Georgia win for a Mississippi State loss?
Oh, man. Don't do that to me.
Losing to Mississippi State is not fun. Would not recommend it.
You speak from experience.
Yeah, recent experience. It's not fun.
That would be a tease, right? You beat Georgia. That's the part that would suck, because then you think, oh my God, man, we're on our way. 11-1, 12-0. We can win it all. And then to lose to Mississippi State, that would just absolutely be soul crushing.
I think I would probably go ahead and do it, though, just for the experience. Because if we're going to lose one anyway,
yeah,
I don't know. Would losing to an inferior team hurt? At that point, losing to Mississippi State in Starkville is like losing to South Carolina in 2022. But it doesn't take away the fact that beating Bama that year was probably the best moment since the national championship.
There were some good moments that year.
Yeah.
LSU.
Florida.
It
was all good.
Absolutely massacred Kentucky.
Winning the Orange Bowl against Clemson.
Yeah.
That was a great year. 2022 was just a fantastic season. So much fun.
Minus the South Carolina game.
Yeah.
865-966-3435, your number. You could call or text the show. All right, we'll let Bear regale us. He tells me he's got two stories to share. One, he's going to share with us when we continue. One is a little bit X-rated, and we will share on voluntary reaction, which will either be a great cap to one of the all-time great nights in Tennessee football history, or a welcome diversion from one of the all-time sad nights that we've had in recent memory as we drown in the pool of despair. Stay with us. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio. Knoxville. North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your home exterior needs. If your home needs new siding, windows, doors, gutters, handrails, a deck, or a new roof, then give my friends at North Knox Siding and Windows a call at 865-689-0505. You can also visit their showroom at 5618 North Broadway. Locally owned and operated and proudly serving all of Knoxville and the surrounding areas, North Knox Siding and Windows. Online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor. But we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling, We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronnoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by Pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134 for directions and to look at the rest of the menu. Visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Good afternoon. Still some radar at times lingering around.
Out there relaxing with Arnold and CG and all the beautiful people at California Stand.
It was fun. It's a hell of a trip.
I'm just glad you made it back, buddy. I'm just picturing you on these flights cross country and like wondering how you entertain yourself or just stave off insanity, man. Like I go crazy on anything over like an hour and a half. And I know how anxious you get. Like, I just can't imagine you on these long plane rides.
Well, I mean, you medicate, and then you like what I did was I downloaded to my phone like
TV shows?
like a whole season of Deadwood. You get through. I think it was like going out there was like maybe like a 4.5 hour flight, maybe 5. I flew into Minneapolis. I tried to avoid Atlanta at all costs, but I switched it coming back and went through Atlanta because if you fly from here to Minneapolis to LA, it's quite a bit longer in the air. So, but then I had an experience in the Atlanta airport yesterday.
On the way back, David on the YouTube stream says, Bear Oasis concert recap, please. The people want, Barry, you've been blathering on and on about Oasis for 10 years on this show now. You finally get to see your rock and roll heroes live and in the flesh.
Yeah.
Like, how was it?
It was biblical. There's nobody else until you've seen them live. You've never seen a rock band. They're incredible live.
Until you've seen Oasis live, you've never seen a rock band.
Yeah.
I've seen lots of rock bands. I've never seen Oasis live.
Yeah. Check out a show, buddy. It was incredible. It was one of the loudest concerts I've ever been to. There was like 90,000 people in the Rose Bowl, maybe a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And then with these guys, there's like 15 or 20,000 people sitting outside listening. I've never seen anything like that. And just I've never seen a band that could hold the attention of 90,000 people in the stadium, and then you got like another arena's worth just sitting outside just to hear them.
There's a lot of land out there, right? Right outside the Rose Bowl. I've only been to the Rose Bowl for Rose Bowls.
Yeah.
And so that's a scene. It's not like a UCLA game, and it's like the tailgate scene, everything else, man. I almost wanted to spend time outside the stadium. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, like, this. I mean, it's smack that you drive through a residential area to get to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like there being Neyland Stadium out behind Sequoia Hills somewhere.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, the show was incredible. Didn't disappoint. Worth every bit of trouble I went to go see him. Absolutely.
Did they have an opening act or no?
Yeah, they had a band called Cast and then Cage the Elephant, who, I could take or leave.
Cage the Elephant had one kind of cool song 10 years or so ago.
Cigarettes and something.
No, I thought it was it called Elephant?
I thought that was the name of the record.
Maybe.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, it was wild. There was an incident during the show with some sorority girl she probably was still in diapers when the band originally broke up. There were a lot of people like that. Just kids that weren't around for the first.
Not real fans. Or you looking down your nose at them kind of like,
no.
You don't remember the 90s.
No, no.
You remember when I was growing up, like adults would say, if you remember the 60s, you weren't there, man. Bear's become that guy about the 90s.
No, I was totally cool with them. There were two girls to my right, and both looked like sorority girls from UCLA. Everything was going great, and then about halfway through the show, this girl turns her head, sneezes all over me, dude.
Oh,
and it was a sneeze. Like there was some like all over,
wet.
Oh God, all down my leg, got on my hand.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
how hot was she?
Smoking. I just said she was a sorority girl from UCLA.
That takes a little bit of the sting away.
No, it really doesn't. And it stung even worse because my brother's one of those people who doesn't leave home without, thank God, 3 bottles of sanitizer on him.
Thank God.
Walker, would it take some of the sting away to get sneezed on by a really hot girl as opposed to like your grandmother or Bear's grandmother?
Yeah, a little bit.
Somebody else's grandma is worse,
I mean, you got to think it's a
you'd
little.
rather get sneezed on by a hot girl than like Bob over
Yeah.
here. So I mean, that would be gross. Bob
It's
just
slightly
hosing you
less
down.
gross.
So I had to douse myself down.
It's all gross.
All down my arm, hand, my leg with
Did she
sanitizer.
see you doing this?
No, I don't even think
no apology.
No. Oh, hell no.
Sorry. I got news for you, man. If she was a young sorority girl, and I'm saying this for myself too, Bear. This is not. They don't. We're invisible to them.
Well, they're also some of the most self-centered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, no, she didn't notice. But while I was doing that, I noticed that my brother, my insane little brother, was kind of, I wouldn't say having words, but he was staring a hole through this guy in front of us. I kid you not. So this dude in front of us was chain smoking, going back and forth between those massive pre-rolled joints from one of those pharmacies out there.
Smoking dope in the stadium?
Oh, openly. And
I'm not a grass
when,
expert.
When one joint was done,
he was chain smoking joints.
He was interspersing it with cigarettes.
When in Rome.
It's legal there, man.
Cigarette smoking isn't.
Yeah. Well, you can smoke weed, but you can't smoke cigarettes?
You can't smoke cigarettes in the Rose Bowl. California's really strict on where you can
Can you
smoke.
smoke weed?
Oh, you can smoke weed anywhere.
It's
Like,
probably
we can
not
smell
allowed.
it driving down back down.
Like, how can you? Why is it?
Well-
how can you smoke weed and not smoke cigarettes? Like, what's the difference?
I don't know.
I mean, I know that like it seems like smoking weed is much more, I don't want to say dangerous, but like you're inebriated. Smoking cigarettes is gross, but like I'm not worried that, oh, these guys have been smoking cigarettes. Now they're going to get behind the wheel of the car and drive home.
Well, no, you probably don't have to worry about the weed guys either. People that are just stoned in.
You don't have to worry about guys driving while they're under the influence of marijuana.
Yeah, I mean, usually those people are driving like 20 miles an hour. I mean,
So are the drunks, but your senses are dulled and your motor skills are slowed down.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Oh, Bear in favor of DWI.
I'm not saying that. But anyhow, so this guy, I didn't know it until later. This guy sat down in front of us. The guy was chain smoking and threw his arm over the seat back, and he was touching my kid brother, like on the leg.
What?
And it was so damn loud. He kept trying. I didn't know what the hell my brother was trying to tell
touching
me.
him.
Yeah.
What do you mean touching him?
Like touching him.
Seductively?
I guess. And my brother's like the most non-likes to fight guy you'll ever meet. He just does not. And I could tell he was like pissed. And I kept asking, I was like, what's going on?
God, we buried the lead today, man. It's like
I haven't even gotten to the story I was going to tell you. This is a minor one. But yeah. And I couldn't tell if my brother was more upset. And my brother hates cigarettes more than anything on the planet. He hates them.
It's gross.
Yeah, he's with you. He said just only dumb people suck on things that are on fire, that whole deal. But I've never seen him like this, man. He was livid.
What's the Oasis show without getting in a fight or two? I mean, those guys are likes to fight guys, right?
Oh, the whole lot of them are, the Brits, yeah.
So you get in a fight, dude's trying to feel up your little brother. He says, "Hey, it ain't like that, buddy. I know you're higher than giraffe testicles, but you and me are fixing to go in the Rose Bowl at the Oasis show."
Yeah, I think he finally knocked his arm. He popped it, I guess. I don't know.
Where was he touching him?
I think on the back of his calf,
on his calf?
Because the guy was in the row in front of us, and everybody was standing up, and
he's
then,
reaching back to fondle his calves.
Yeah, he kept touching him.
What?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea why he was doing it.
Sounds like a contortionist or something, man.
Not really.
I'm having trouble picturing this. He's reaching behind him.
He got his hand,
stroking your brother's.
He kept touching his leg.
Why did you just kick him?
That's what my brother eventually did. He kind of kicked his arm.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin Hanna texted on the text box that said, "Please ask Bear if Oasis played Bittersweet Symphony."
Yeah. Justin Hanna's a known horse's ass.
Oh.
And a fool to boot. No, they didn't. Ashcroft wasn't with them. But yeah, it was incredible. I'm telling you, as Tennessee fans, you need to buy more of that Oasis stuff. It's all branded in with Adidas. We need to hope Oasis keeps going because Adidas is making money hand over
fist. They play Rocky Top?
They might.
I got to say real quick, this about Adidas. Sorry, I'm gravitating off of Oasis for a second, but I was in a spin class earlier today, and it was a virtual one. And the instructors had the shoes on, and they had the big 3 white stripes. I mean, huge. So they come from New Zealand. So my point is, Adidas is I've never seen them with those stripes. That's all. That's a lot of stripes. Big stripes.
There's 3 of them, right?
3 of them, but huge. They took up the side of the shoe.
Stay with us. Hour number 3 of the drive coming up.
The Drive. Are you getting penalized because you can't make it to your bank on time? No need for unnecessary roughness. It's time for a new game plan. Easily manage your accounts with Citizens National Bank's mobile banking app. Check your balance, deposit a check, and pay a bill all from your phone with CNB's mobile banking.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back 9 Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini-games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back 9 Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
This football season got you stressed out? If you're grinding your teeth or biting your fingernails, you could be doing serious damage to your smile. Luckily for you, Dr. Stephen Malone and Dr. Michael Costa at Knoxville Smiles can help fix your teeth so that your smile shines bright no matter how your team's doing. So set up your free no-risk consultation today at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. That's KnoxvilleSmiles.com. Creating beautiful smiles, one relationship at a time.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at bonoshouses.com.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball that scored points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
to college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players in helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles, unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Tuesday, 5:01 here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith, Bob Baskerville with you. Bear and Walker through the glass. And time for the Top 5 at 5, brought to you this afternoon by Garage Beer, presenting The Drive live this Friday at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. We'll tell you more about the reasons you should come and see us after Walker.
Thank you. At number 1, the SEC has released the 2026 conference baseball schedule. For the third time in 4 years, the Vols will begin conference play on the road, this time at Georgia. The home series this year includes Ole Miss, Missouri, Alabama, LSU, and Texas. They will also play Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Mississippi State, and Oklahoma on the road.
Wonder how Tony feels about always having to open up on the road.
Probably not great.
I mean, I guess the good thing, like, you're not going to Missouri, you're going farther south, so like maybe it's a little warmer. Well,
yeah,
probably not, but no, I just think, Bob, we were talking during the break. There's an opportunity as college baseball becomes more televisable and more profitable and just more followed by fans of the SEC. It just feels like at some point there's a real opportunity to expand the season. We've talked for years about moving it back so that the College World Series is played later in, maybe even August, so that college athletics kind of goes year-round with the big three sports. But could you even get into, if you're playing in the summer months, June and July, could you get to a situation where you're not as a normal school year and kids are only taking 1 or 2 classes? Could you get to a spot where you're playing 2 series a week, 1 home, 1 away, and you could get to a situation kind of like where you play all 15 teams in your conference, a 3-game series?
So expand the season. So it's not even just stretching out the calendar. It's expanding games.
Yeah, so you're playing 45 games instead of 30.
Yeah.
Which is, I know that's a lot of games, but they play 162 in the big leagues. Move the season back so that it doesn't start in
February.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you want to move it back and add 15 games in your scenario?
Yeah. You're playing 2 series a week instead of 1.
I don't think
so. You're really you're just going from 10 weeks to whatever, 12, 13.
And that's going to move everything down there, especially if you're not wanting to start in February. I don't think they have enough arms.
The whole student athlete thing, you would have to move it down because there'd be like no school going to in some instances. with the road trips and everything.
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to – it would be – listen, I know it's a radical proposition, but it's a radical sport, man. I want more of it.
Well, I mean, I'm sure.
I want to play I want to play all the teams in the league too, man. I want to play Texas A&M.
I'm sure that there's TV folk who would love that from a revenue standpoint, just more.
You have like a 3-game series. You play your typical Friday through Sunday series, and then a Monday through Wednesday. Maybe Thursday is the travel day, or maybe Monday is your travel. I don't know.
For guys like us, it would be glorious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
content.
I don't think the coaches or the players would like it very much. Look how protective over most coaches, like Vitello, are over their pitchers, and I mean they're going to have.
Well, yeah. I mean, you'd have to expand rosters and stuff like that, obviously. But I mean, I think that a lot of minds would change when you start seeing added revenue rolling in.
Yeah, but those guys are barely getting paid. You said it doesn't make money,
I mean,
so why would they add another?
more?
Why would they add?
Because we're not
more?
adding games against 3 games weekend series against Siena. We're adding games that are going to be televised by the SEC network that advertising can be sold on that the networks theoretically are going to pay for.
I don't know, man. Sounds like not likely to happen.
Well,
in our
no, but
lifetime.
I'm just saying it should. Like, there's an opportunity here. Baseball is a game of series. It's not It's not football. It's not even basketball. Like, you play these kids. You know, we talk about saving their arms, but what do these guys do as soon as the college baseball season is over? They can't wait to get up to the Cape Cod League or the Appalachian League. Like, they play all year round.
Yeah,
they're gonna be playing somewhere. Like, why not here
I'm
for
just
our
saying
teams? They're getting set to do it with basketball, where they're going to start the season earlier and go to 45 games. Like, I just think this is the direction that sport is headed in.
Who knows? Maybe you're right.
You see these, a 10 series conference schedule in a 16-team league. You're not going to see everybody often enough, which doesn't make any sense to me when we're talking about baseball, where you can play so many games so quickly.
I know this much. We went through it in football. We all wanted a piece of Missouri, and we couldn't play them because they weren't on the schedule. And I feel that way a little bit about Arkansas baseball, right? And they're not going to be on the schedule next year. So
A&M,
yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
not playing Florida this year. That's a big rivalry,
right?
South Carolina. Feels like we should be playing everybody.
At number 2, former Michigan QB Alex Orji's first season at UNLV is over after just 3 games due to a nasty left leg injury. Orji left Saturday's win over UCLA after he got hit while running toward the sideline. UNLV coach Dan Mullen said Monday that Orji had suffered a grade 3 LCL sprain and had suffered a hamstring injury that was so significant that his hamstring detached from his femur.
Ow.
Oh.
No
Damn.
Orji in the end zone for the running Rebels.
Is that why you picked that? How do you spell that, by the way?
ORJI.
It's pronounced orgy?
I promise you it is.
It is.
We had this conversation exactly 1 year ago.
All right. I mean, he hasn't done anything and apparently won't do much more the rest of this year. Sorry if I didn't remember some dude named Orgy from UNLV.
It's pretty memorable.
From Michigan. But
was he at Michigan or
former Michigan,
okay.
now at UNLV.
So I wasn't. He's a running rebel.
Yes.
See, that made the top 5, but all right, here we are.
At number 3, the Tennessee soccer team secured its first ever number 1 ranking in program history in the United Soccer Coaches Poll. The ranking comes on the heels of an unbeaten conference slate record of 6-0-1 with 7 straight shutouts. Additionally, the Lady Vols are the only team to not give up a goal so far this season.
So they haven't. They are on the General Neyland plan.
Yeah.
Remember when that coach, was it Penske, the last guy
Yes.
here? The Penske file?
Penske.
Well, he left unexpectedly to go to Florida State a couple of years ago.
Yep.
There were a lot of people who were like, well, so much for that. Like, the program was fun, but I'm sorry, I don't know who's the coach there now, but evidently he's he's elevated what Penske had going on.
I'm looking at our roster. We recruit only one Tennessee kid on the team.
Mm-hmm.
We recruit two from Franklin.
Joe Kurt, is that his name? Our soccer coach is Joe Kurt. Please tell me he coaches with a mullet flowing in the breeze.
Kurt. We do have a Knoxville kid on there, sophomore, forward.
No, he's got a short
Olivia
haircut.
Stott.
Shorter haircut.
It's unacceptable. Joe Kurt must have mullet. Do you get the Joe Dirt reference? Is that in your wheelhouse? You don't know who Joe Dirt is?
Can't remember or have any idea what you're talking about.
You're going to sit there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you don't have a single... These kids today, man, Bob, they have no sense of the classics.
All I got to say is if you're a season ticket holder for women's soccer at UT,
they've got a
hide your
massive
wallet.
staff on this team. Hide your wallets.
At number 4, Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter has been fined $57,000 by the NFL for spitting on Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott in their Week 1 opener. Carter was subsequently ejected from the game, which Schefter reported will serve as his 1-game suspension. Carter's fine is equivalent to what he makes in a week, and he will not appeal.
Yeah, because he got off light, really. I don't know how you call that a suspension. You got ejected. Suspension, you got ejected from the game.
Mm-hmm.
Suspension's completely different.
He was fined him $50,000. That's one expensive loogie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's Georgia going to Georgia.
That loogie cost more than my car.
that one from the Florida guy.
About 2 of my cars.
That one was bad.
The one from the Florida guy, though. In that game
That,
in South
he,
Florida, that
yeah,
was,
he had a mouthful there,
that
didn't
was
he?
ridiculous.
Well, that ended up costing them the game, didn't it?
Helped, for sure.
Yeah.
Comrade Alex Golish.
I mean, would you let Georgia's biggest, nastiest, hairiest, sweatiest defensive lineman just spit right in your face like he hasn't brushed his teeth? You've been drinking coffee all morning, maybe a little garlic. Hey, would you let him unload right in your face if it meant the Vols get the win this weekend?
No.
I would. You don't want it bad enough.
I'm not going to
degrade
myself, no.
You wipe it off, hop in the shower, or stick your head and face in the vat of boiling water, and then you go drink from the keg of glory, baby.
There's a payoff there, Bear. It's not like the sorority girl sneezing on you.
There was no payoff to that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Just a kind of cold bath and sanitizer there in the stands.
And at number 5, a Florida man was arrested on Monday after authorities said he showed up for a nursing job interview using a stolen identity. Detectives arrested 55-year-old Joseph Kinney after he allegedly used another person's credentials to apply for 10 to 15 nursing positions across Central Florida. Kinney's Florida nursing license was revoked in 2022. He had previously held nursing license in Alabama, California, and Florida. His record includes past disciplinary actions for drug diversion, a DUI, providing false information, and other unprofessional conduct.
You know what drug diversion is?
Not off the top of my head.
Guessing you do.
Yeah. You're sitting there in the hospital and you've had major surgery and you've been prescribed high-powered pain medication. Never makes it to the patient. They divert it to their pocket. That's what drug diversion is. He's a pillhead. Either that or a junkie.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Applied for 15 jobs, huh?
Yep.
Well, so he was a nurse at one point.
He was.
Needed to get a license.
He wanted to be gainfully employed.
Yeah.
I'm sure
willing to go to fairly extreme lengths to do that and other criminal activities. All right, thank you, Walker. That is the Top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by Garage Beer, presenting a very special live edition of The Drive this Friday afternoon at Ash's Bearden Beer Market. I want you to come down and see us. We'll be broadcasting live from 3 until 6 at Ash's, courtesy of our friends at Garage Beer. We're going to have $2.50 pints. They've got that every game day during football season on Saturdays there at Ash's. I love Garage Beer. I love Garage Beer Lime. Come hoist one with us Friday afternoon at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. Plus, they're going to have 6-packs and 12-packs to go, and we're going to have a QR code on a poster down there that you can scan for $4 off your 12-pack, which will make it just $12. So it's a $16 12-pack for $12, buck of beer, and you'll be stocked up for the weekend with Garage Beer. So come on down and see us. Get registered to win a Garage Beer prize pack, including a sweet retro tailgate chair, pint glass, a hat, shirt, koozies, stickers, and much, much more. And we're also going to have black Fan Run Keg of Glory voluntary reaction t-shirts for a giveaway. So be sure to get down there and get one while supplies last this Friday at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. They're on Kingston Pike, Old Kingston Pike, kind of where Kingston Pike and Lions View meet, if you're familiar with that area.
Western Plaza.
Great place. Great place. One of the most chill hangs you'll ever have at Ash's Beard and Beer Market.
All kinds of stuff to do. I love the courtyard, dog friendly. Got all kinds of games out there.
Had my first garage beer last evening after the show.
What'd you think?
I liked it. It was good because we've talked about this before. I'm not this craft beer guy.
Yeah, no, it's 100% beer flavored beer, man.
Yeah, man, it's good. I liked it, and great packaging, smart.
Yep,
gets you sucked in.
They've got a thing with the Kelsey brothers, who are, I believe, part owners,
Yes.
certainly marketers of it. They've got a special October Garage Fear 12 packs coming up. The special illustrators and all that stuff. It's kind of cool, but yeah, I always keep a 12er of garage beer in my garage refrigerator, and I'm already getting feedback from certain Fan Run listeners who are questioning our credentials for saying that a 12-pack could be enough for the weekend.
I was getting ready to say
you can buy as many 12-packs as you want, folks.
In fact, the more the better. Honestly, buy 48 cans.
$12, man. I mean, that's a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
Friday at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by our friends at Garage Beer. All right, we got to take a quick timeout. When we continue, there is an AP poll voter who voted Florida. She moved Florida up 2 spots.
Why? After losing to South Florida?
That's what the internet wants to know. Why, after a humiliating loss, would you move the team up instead of down? Most people, I mean, they're unranked. Most people just remove them from the poll. This one voter moved them up 2 spots. Today, she has done a video. We'll play the audio for you, where she explains why she did what she did. You won't want to miss this. Stay with us. You're listening to The Drive. Fan Run Radio. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive. Follow us on Twitter or X or whatever they're calling it these days at Fox Sports Knox, Fox Sports Knoxville, Fan Run Radio. It's Tennessee and Georgia, Saturday afternoon in Neyland Stadium, and this week's Fan Run Football Friday live show is at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer. Join us for a live broadcast of The Drive, Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market on Kingston Pike in Lions View. We'll have $2.50 pints of Garage Beer and Garage Beer Lime, as well as a QR code that you can scan to get a 12-pack of Garage Beer to go for just $12. Plus, we'll be giving away a Garage Beer prize pack, including a sweet retro tailgate chair, pint glass, hats, t-shirts, koozies, stickers, and more. And we'll have your Fan Run Voluntary Reaction Keg of Glory t-shirts to give away as well. It's The Drive this Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer.
Are you tired of spending hours on laundry and ironing? Let Crown Cleaners handle your dry cleaning so you can handle your business. Our expert team can take care of your clothes, removing stains and wrinkles like they were never there. Whether it's your best suit or everyday attire, we handle it all at Crown Cleaners. Say goodbye to laundry stress and hello to extra free time. Crown Cleaners, Big Orange Country's imperial dry cleaning service since the 1960s. Online at crowncleaners.com.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Central wide receiver Javastin Badgett. Badgett helped lead the Bobcats to a 29-21 win over West last week. Badgett had an eye-popping 12 catches for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns as Central improved to 2-1 on the season. Javastin Badgett of Central High School, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Bob, we're a mess over here today.
That's why I just cleaned up. People have to take some responsibility around here.
Accountability Island. That's right. That's what this place is. All right, just a couple of quick stories for you here on the docket. First of all, UCLA backup quarterback Pierce Clarkson was arrested. I guess this is Nico's understudy. Unspecified felony charge. He's arrested on Friday. He's suspended from the team indefinitely pending the outcome of the legal process.
I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Situation will be evaluated by the UCLA Office of Student Conduct, and any further action taken will be in accordance with that evaluation and university policy. He was arrested at noon Friday by the LAPD Southwest Division. Bail set at $30,000. Must have been kind of serious. He's the son of prominent quarterback trainer Steve Clarkson. Yet to play it down for the Bruins, who are 0-2 after losing to Utah UNLV. Nico at Night, the Nickelodeon TV program that's taking East Tennessee by storm. Nico at Night has huge ratings in East Tennessee. It's a good one this week, Bob, as it'll be a 10 p.m. start with New Mexico, Los Lobos, headed to the Rose Bowl. So everybody set your DVRs for Nico at Night.
Here I was telling myself I wasn't going to watch after that first game.
You'll watch.
I know.
You'll watch.
And here I am.
I'll be right there with you, buddy.
Thinking about game 3, going, okay, what's he going to do next?
And meanwhile, Tyreek Hill's estranged wife has alleged in court filings that he committed domestic violence. Miami Dolphins receiver is vehemently denying the charges. According to documents obtained by TMZ, Keita Vaccaro alleges 8 separate incidents of domestic violence and filings related to the couple's divorce case. Hill's attorney said in a statement yesterday that the allegations are part of a shakedown, adding that they are an attempt to generate bad media coverage for Hill. So this is, I mean, there's a pattern here with this guy, right? Dating back to college. That's why he couldn't stick anywhere in college, because he's beating on women, allegedly, including one of them pregnant at the time he was beating on him.
Yeah, that's right.
He had he's been accused multiple times of this, and the whole stop for reckless driving on the way to the stadium last year, whatever happened there.
He's probably driving triple digits in his Ferrari or whatever it was.
Guy's a bonehead.
Hypercar.
Guy's a bonehead.
There's bonehead, and then there's a serial domestic assaulter. As the guys that, like Trey Smith, kind of be a meathead sometimes. If he gets his dander up, he's liable to try and frog splash somebody in the midst of a game. That's not
Trey
criminal
Smith,
behavior.
A meathead? I always thought he was a very intelligent, articulate guy.
He is, but sometimes he turns into a complete meathead on the football field. He loses himself.
Plus, we were this close to getting Trey Smith on the show.
The hell, man? We're talking about Tyreek Hill. Don't drag Trey Smith into this.
I'm not. I'm just
pick a
explaining.
Bammer or
You
something.
used a bad turn of phrase to, that makes it sound like it kind of minimizing domestic assault, quite frankly, by putting it under a meathead thing. There's
You're
meathead
minimizing
stuff,
DUI.
and
Now you're
there's
minimizing
damn
domestic
criminal
assault. I mean,
behavior. No, you're the one
agreed.
minimizing criminal assault, buddy, not me. Calling it meathead is how a guy like Tyreek Hill is here and not been in jail before for this. Well, come at me, bro. Get your facts straight, buddy. I've been sitting over here listening to you, what you're saying.
There's a first time for
Guy's a
everything.
career
That is
criminal.
the docket, brought to you by the law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you find yourself in need of a really good attorney here in East Tennessee, maybe you're going through a divorce, painful split up, can't think straight, need somebody to give you great, unbiased legal advice. Maybe you're going through financial difficulties, have to declare for bankruptcy. There's a lot going on there. Jerry does this every day. He can walk you through it step by step and help you get your life back on track. Give Jerry a call. 865-801-9250 is his phone number. As always, the phone call is free. The advice is free. So what do you have to lose? Give him a ring, 865-801-9250, or you can visit Jerry online, jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on. Chris in Georgia is next. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, guys, y'all there?
We're here. Go ahead.
All right, good deal. Hey, thanks for taking my call. First-time caller. I just wanted to call in and back up Bear's story as far as the Oasis concert is concerned. It was absolutely phenomenal. He's spot on with the description. It is a rock.
Oh, you there, Chris?
We lose Chris?
I'm here.
Were you at the Rose Bowl show?
Yes, sir.
Which night?
I was backing up Bear's story. Phenomenal. It was one of the best rock I've ever been to.
Did anybody at any point try to fondle the back of your calves?
If they did, I didn't notice.
Did anybody sneeze on you?
Again, if they did, I wouldn't have noticed because I was dialed to the show.
Were you, by any chance, chain smoking marijuana joints?
I was close to the guy that Bear was close to because that's all we smelled the whole night. My wife was like,
I'm
"What
not
is
a
that
grass
smell?"
expert.
Do you just see clouds of it rolling out of there? Yeah. It drifts through the crowd.
Yeah, good stuff, though. Good show. Well worth the trip.
Primo.
Excellent. Good stuff, Chris. Anything else?
We got to beat Georgia this weekend, and I think this is our best shot. I mean, if they can get this offense clicking, I think the defense is there. If we can get this done, because being down here in Georgia, we've got to shut these guys up. It's been too long.
The time is now. What better time than now? What better team than us?
That's it. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate the phone call. 865-966-3435. number to get on the show, 966-3435. Texter says, have we had any updates on when Westchester's episode of To Catch a Predator will air after him setting up camp on high school campuses
I did hear that.
on a Friday before school even lets out?
I did hear that part of your all show on Friday. You guys did a good job on Friday, except for the, Walker bringing obviously something fake to the table with that story. But I did hear the Westchester thing, and I looked at the clock in the car, and I was like, what in the hell is this guy doing out at Powell at 1:30 in the afternoon, just sitting in the stands?
I think the school resource officer probably was asking himself the same thing.
And then I realized it wasn't as weird as I thought it was because I was 3 hours behind you guys.
But it was still almost 3
It was
hours
early.
before the
He
game.
called it like 4:30.
Was it
the
that
game
early?
starts at 7:30?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
That
early.
is it's an unreasonable amount of time. And it's not like you're going to a concert there, Haas. You can go at 7 o'clock, 7:30.
He was explaining the grounds quite a bit too, like giving a breakdown
In great detail.
Yeah.
The parking lot, the
Yeah.
path from the parking lot to the stadium.
The weird part
He
is
had it all mapped out.
it's the one thing he could speak knowledgeably about because he follows it so closely. He actually makes sense.
You saying he doesn't make sense the rest of the time?
I mean, I'm not the one who put him on a drink limit before he could call. That was you, big guy.
Smoking dope in the stadium, drivers under the influence of marijuana. Could Russ deserve any more of a rocking chair on the old man porch?
No. Pitcher of lemonade's got iced up, ready to go for Russ. It gets to the point though where it's kind of gross. Like when you're walking outside out there, it's not as bad as New York, but it's getting
Oh, the
close.
smoke,
the weed smoke. Yeah.
I mean, this is what your kind wanted all these years.
My kind.
Yeah, all the commies. Legalize it, man.
I said legalize it, tax the hell out of it.
It ain't hurting no one, man. Now
Yeah.
you can't walk down the street without getting a secondhand high.
A lot less people are drinking. That's why you're seeing the big liquor and big beer go crazy, the lobbyists.
Well, as
Pouring
long as
money
our
in it.
friends at Garage Beer keep cashing in, that's all I care about. Hashtag come see us Friday out at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. Should be a spectacular time.
Have you not been to a city yet where it's, I'm sure Bob probably has, but have you not been to a city yet where it's completely legal like that? It was a big adjustment for me. First time I was like, whoa, somebody's awful brazen today. Just going to walk down the street doing that, huh?
Was there security, like when you went to a dispensary? What was it like at the front door? Did you just walk in?
Yeah, you walk in, but they card you. You get carded immediately, and they have to scan your ID. And yeah, they're. It's not like your normal security guard.
Is it like Subway? You go down the line, and they like give you the different kind. You want some of that, some of this.
No, it's just like
a gun store where it's all behind the glasses and everything.
No.
You go, yeah, bring me that one.
No, it's closer to like
a restaurant. Yeah,
and more like a boutique.
Yeah.
And the one I went in, it's yeah, exactly. Thank you, Walker.
It's more like an Apple store.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Put the friendly local neighborhood drug dealer out of business.
Well, like there's a lot of them. They've all got these like
more crap from Big Weed,
super hipster names. And then there's one that just says weed store.
I think that's awesome, by the way, because, speaking as a parent and everything else, it's like, if you can not have to buy it off the street, you have no idea what's in that stuff otherwise, so.
Apparently you can't trust weed anymore.
Yeah.
People are putting fentanyl in that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like the old days when you knew. I'm telling you, when you went to your neighbor Dave's across the street and you went behind his house and he handed you like the sandwich baggie out the back window. Those were you could trust that.
Oh, sure.
You could trust Dave.
Yeah, but neighbor Dave didn't have.
Now you got freaking Walmart. Who knows what they're selling you? You take one bite out of the brownie, all of a sudden you're on planet Zoltar.
That is one of the big problems.
Glued to your bed for 12 hours.
is that a lot of this stuff is too strong. You can't just enjoy it anymore.
That was a statement never said by potheads back in my day. I tell you what.
It would have been if you were.
This weed's too strong, man.
We didn't spear. Back then, we weren't spending like 12 hours in a catatonic state.
This dog food's real crunchy. Who's next? Walker.
Oh, we got Jamie.
Jamie, you're on the drive. Fan Run Radio.
Russ, I'm with you, man. Back in the day, you could pass one around for about 30 minutes and, still clock in. But nowadays, good.
Better have a soft place to lay down, buddy.
Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Some soothing thunderstorm rolling music, please.
Yeah, and a firm grip on your control of your anxiety levels.
Exactly. I don't even know what this stuff is anymore, man. Oh, my goodness. Barrett, welcome back from liberal land.
I miss it already out there.
Oh my goodness, guys! Bob, Russ, I got to run something by y'all, man. Make sure that you guys are on the same. We're on the same wavelength here. One thing about Heupel that gives me confidence is he's not Fulmer. He ain't scared of. He ain't scared of them. We used to pee down our legs come Florida week, change our defense up, run safeties at middle linebacker. Stuff. Just idiotic stuff, man. We probably the best college quarterback to ever play the game and can't get a win against him. Nothing. Just playing scared. Now, Heupel don't have that.
It wasn't playing scared, Jamie. Russ can tell the story better than I can. They had our signals. That's one thing Fulmer and them didn't change. That I wonder if they had, we might have won more in the 90s.
Well, there's certainly all kinds of things going on between teams back in the day. But, I mean, to your point, though, Jamie, it's like you say all that. Fulmer only lost to Florida, 5 years in a row? This will be number 5 if Heupel can't get it done. So he'll be right there. You can say, like, he's not scared or whatever. But at the end of the day, losses are losses, and they've beat us 8 years in a row.
That's a good point. Yeah, of course, when Fulmer took over a program that was 1 year removed from an SEC championship, Heupel's trying to rebuild this thing back from a pile of dung. So,
I love how you can make that distinction when it comes to Josh Heupel, but you completely forget about that. The fact when you and some other callers like to act like Bruce Pearl walked in here to just an inferno, just a complete meltdown of a mess when he inherited a roster, a superstar roster.
Do you not remember that big curtain that went across the top of the arena?
Yeah, I'm not talking about attendance. He had a ton of players on that. The covers were pretty full, my friend.
Had a ton of players.
When was the last postseason appearance Tennessee had before Bruce Pearl got here? I'm talking NIT. Anything. CBI, TIT. Is that even a thing? No.
When was the last? I guess it would have been Jerry Green's last year.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie, here's the thing, and we got this earlier from listener Chris, and it's kind of right, is like, even if what I worry about with Josh is if he goes out and wins this game, which I think they can, I do, and that would help disrupt that narrative we've just been talking about. But if he does, one thing that's undeniable, man, is he's had a clunker in each of the last, 3 seasons? I mean, it just always happens. That's the part that will definitely just take the wind out of my sails. If we win this game this weekend, I don't know. That's my only concern.
Feel you. I get you on that, Bob. I'm not so concerned about that. I remember 2022. I didn't really give him credit for a clunker, seeing as how South Carolina had our signals, but he has done that, and I agree it's a possibility. I'll put it this way: we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Fair.
I want y'all. The reason why I called in today is I want to make sure everybody's. I mean, do y'all understand what happens if we win Saturday? I mean, we're now back where we were in 2022. Game day is going to set up camp here. They'll be here 3 or 4 times. We're going to be the talk of college football. Every time there's anything about college football, you're going to see that big power T. You got recruits' eyes already, starting to look over here that haven't given us the time of day yet. I just think it feels like 2022 if you get this win Saturday. It is a directional changer. It's a propulsion. I mean, we're talking playoffs and first round.
Playoffs?
I can hear it already. I can hear it already on the drive. You guys will already break down how we get a bye. And I'm with you on that. I mean, we'll be favored in every game we play if we beat Georgia. And I've been worried about this. You know, here we are. We finally have 2 all-world corners, finally, and neither one of them can play. But it kind of lines up for a Cinderella story.
Just think about all the analysis that goes into this game and everything. I mean, just think of how different that is if we have Ricky Gibson, Jermod McCoy, Jackson Moy, and the big kid from North Carolina. Help me out, Bob. The defensive lineman.
David Sanders.
No, that's the defensive lineman.
Offensive.
David Hobbs.
We have those 4 guys on defense. Like, think about how different the discussion around this game is, man. I mean, and fans are pretty confident for Tennessee going into this one. But, I mean, imagine if you had your full quiver of arrows defensively going into it.
Well, I wonder what's going to happen, Jamie, when David Sanders is cleared, because right now his replacement, I don't know if it's this week or this is for the season so far, is according to PFF, is the highest rated tackle in the in Power 4.
Well,
Jesse
you can't
Perry.
Yeah,
Perry. No competent coach pulls out the highest rated tackle. You just don't do that. And I don't expect Heupel to do it either. But guys, so Jackson and David are both ruled out Saturday, Russ?
No, nobody. Okay. The corners are McCoy and Gibson are,
and
but
Gibson.
Yeah, we won't hear anything. It'll be you'll know right before the game Saturday.
Yeah, I think that the corners, even though they're the better players, we can absorb that loss a little bit better. I'm looking for our defensive line to start getting that push like they've had under Rodney Garner. I'm ready to see it. But hopefully, come Saturday, we will have seen that he's kept some things under wrap. And, just for the first 2 opponents, because those games were never in doubt. We jumped on both of them. I mean, we jumped on Syracuse. So hopefully that's the case. And the pressure package is there. We just haven't seen it. Guys, I'm just ready for it, man. This town is ready for 2022 again. I don't think you guys quite can grasp what a win would do, man. We'll be back plastered right back in that top 10, just talking playoffs and possible home buys, and I'm here for it, man. I'm woolly this week, bro. I feel like we've got. I think it's going to be the Boo Carter and Mike Matthews show. Yeah, woolly me up for once, Barry. I'll holler back at y'all later.
Thanks, Jamie. Stay with us. The shocking conclusion of the drive coming up next, right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Congratulations. You found sports radio that doesn't suck. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah. They specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect, Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville, Orkston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Are you tired of trying to squeeze your dental appointments in on your lunch break or before you go to work? Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making going to the dentist easier. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. To take advantage of our new evening hours, make your appointment now at knoxvillesmiles.com or just call us at 865-539-1776. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
And having weird calls for another helmet smacking, tackling, check a ball, put the game on, baby.
This is my guy Brandon Lay in Nashville.
Ah, okay.
This is new stuff. I hope he doesn't mind us playing it, but
has it been released yet?
It has now. It's like MTV back in the day when you had the world premiere.
I mean, he should know he's a voluntary reactioner. I mean, he's one of those knuckleheads. He should know that we're completely irresponsible.
What do you think, Brandon? How does it feel to hear your song on the radio?
I think it sounds pretty good. You know, me calling in, I wasn't prompting you to play it, although I appreciate it.
No, I'm digging it, man. That song's been stuck in my head all weekend.
Well, thank you. It comes out Friday. Hopefully some Vol fans will like it. I mean, shameless plug. I'm going to be putting out that one and the next 2 Fridays, 3 songs total. Just, songs from the heart. Songs from the heart about my favorite team.
Well, you should make it over to Yeehaw. I mean, Stevie's already doing his meet and greet, and then you could get over there with him.
I'm not above it.
A joint Stevie, Brandon.
Yes.
Except one of you actually has something to meet and greet about, and the other one's just a nut job that loves the Cubs.
Don't talk about Brandon like that. He just called into the show. That's rude.
Brandon knows
I had 2 things. I'm about to go coach some 6-year-olds. They're waiting in the car. Coaches 6-year-old baseball. They don't listen to a damn thing I say. But 2 things. I don't think Kirby's ever gotten over what we did to him and his friends, like stuffing them in the locker back in the 90s. So I guess my question was, who hates who more? Like, do you think I hate Alabama more, or Kirby Smart hates Tennessee? Because they always seem ready to play us.
He hates Tennessee probably as much as
it's the same thing. It's coming from the same place, right?
He's humiliated as a player. I don't blame him per se, but some of this is on Jamal Lewis. I mean, he did humiliate him repeatedly.
I know. I hate to think we're getting in return, but seriously, this is I've had a weird dialogue this afternoon with, believe it, of all people, my pastor. He from Georgia. You know, I've been trying to do a little better, set some good examples. Lord knows my ass needs to be in church, Russ. You know that. But make a long story short, he's a Georgia fan. He started kind of talking smack, and I text my buddy. I'm like, I feel weird. I don't think he knows, like, we're not casual volunteer fans. So it's been a weird kind of day, but just kind of piggybacking on what Jamie said, I think even maybe more than 22 if we win this, it's more driving the bus a little more, just because it's kind of the last monkey off our back. And I don't know, 22 was awesome, and hopefully we can touchdowns against a real defense. I mean, all that it's exciting to be seen. I guess we're going to find out. But yeah, the Georgia thing, man, it's an opportunity, you know. And I feel like there's been echelons that Heupel. I felt like going into Ohio State kind of felt similar. Kind of felt like I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but damn, if it did, how cool would that be? And I feel like it's kind of where we are now.
Yeah. No, it's a tremendous opportunity for Heupel to. I mean, I don't even say jumpstart his program has already arrived, man. I mean, he's built something special here, but this is an opportunity to take another step, man.
Do you think it's one he hasn't taken yet?
Well, I guess that kind of depends on what he does with it afterwards. If they get the win, but the steps he hasn't taken are beating Georgia, getting to the league championship game, winning a conference title, and then making winning games in the playoff, making a run there.
That's right. I just don't want the narrative, and it won't be, but I feel like this is a little more house money game for us, which is, it kind of makes me feel more inclined to favor us about it. I just don't want it to be like the only thing if somehow doesn't go our way, but I'm kind of feeling good about it. And if we do, I mean, we're going to be running the SEC. Like, I ain't worried about LSU or anybody else. I mean, Tennessee will be on top.
I mean, you'll have beaten everybody, I guess, aside from Texas in the league at that point.
And you already know I booked my Airbnb and my tickets. I'm rolling about 7 deep with some Tennesseans down to Tuscaloosa. So I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but that one's going to be fun either way. But I don't want to give Kirby. I mean, it's a monkey and it's an opportunity. So I don't know. I'm just excited and I appreciate you guys doing what you do.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Brandon. So the AP poll comes out, right? Florida falls out. South Florida beats Florida in the Swamp 18-16.
Okay.
This is one of your favorite things, Bears, to go back and find out like
who voted
who
where?
the idiots are in the AP poll.
Yeah, idiots and who's got an. I mean, everybody's got an agenda, but who's got an axe to grind with Tennessee?
So Haley Sawyer covers USC, not South Carolina, the Trojans, for the Orange County Register. She moved Florida up after the loss to South. She moved them up.
She shouldn't be allowed to vote then.
To number 14 on her ballot after the loss, while keeping USF unranked. And so this has drawn predictable pushback from social media and saying, "What, Barry? What are you doing? This is crazy." And she spoke up. She was on. I'm not sure what this podcast is, but here she's asked to take listeners through her process when putting together this is what she says.
And what my process is, but as far as what my votes are and what my process is, I wake up early in the morning after covering a game late in the night before. Don't want to go too much into my process or logic, but I will say I appreciate everybody's interaction on social media and all of your feedback. There's tons of people that vote on the AP poll, and it's not a perfect system, but at the end of the day, no matter who you pick, it does even out because there's so many people who vote. And like I said, it's really fun for discussion. It doesn't, probably matter in the end, but I'm glad that people are having a really
So she has no process. She's a complete dimwit.
I'll say this. Well, she clearly doesn't watch football and doesn't keep up with what's happening,
She
right?
doesn't.
And I think the indication, Bob, is that she was covering USC, went home, and then didn't see the Florida thing. And I don't know how you can follow college football and not hear that Florida lost. But that's what kind of listening between the lines.
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to say that to her, like, hey, South Florida actually beat Florida. Did you know that? She'd be like, as if, everything it just felt like that was not good, man.
One of the girls from Clueless has a vote now.
Yeah, that's great.
She reminds me a lot of that girl that sneezed all over me at the concert.
Well, it's, I'll say this for her. I wish that Brian Callahan had done that instead of just admitting
that he's a dumbass,
that he didn't know the rules. When they followed up with him Monday, I'm not going to take you through the process of
how I decide when to challenge and when not to challenge and all that stuff. I'd rather hear that than just an admitting, I didn't know that rule. I didn't understand the basic rules of football.
I could not get the Titans in any shape or form out there on Sunday. It's the only thing I knew. I've yet to watch a single clip of that game. I just had your all's the text group.
I mean, apparently Cam Ward's tape looks really good.
No, I mean, Ward looked nothing Cam Ward did to slow down the hype train. It was just, it was what we thought as far as him not having a lot of weapons around him. Ridley had multiple drops. But the Callahan thing is like what I don't think a lot of people figured in is that, hey, this guy appears to be in over his head. We'll see. We'll see what happens the rest of the way.
Feel for you Titans fans.
Yeah, you have one big win with Daniel Jones. All of a sudden, like you're looking down your nose at the rest of us. We're coming for you, Bob.
I forgot Bob's a Colts fan.
We're coming for you, Bobby.
Yeah.
We're not ceding this division.
Honestly, I've said that before. The only time I kind of cheer for the Titans, except when they play the Colts. I mean, I'd like to see the Titans be good. I really would.
When's the last time?
Me too.
Brandon was the last Colts fan we had on the show.
Wow.
I stopped rooting for him when Peyton left, when they traded Peyton.
I grew up liking him. I liked the helmet. Always did.
Stopped rooting for the Titans when they traded McNair. Get rid of a player he doesn't like, he'll stop rooting for you.
Yeah.
No, I never rooted for the Colts until Peyton went there. You going to tell me, were you ever able to root against Peyton? Honestly, Ross?
Not much. No. I pulled for him while he was there as well. Coming up, we have overtime headed your way next on many of these fan-run affiliates. For Bob Baskerville, Walker Smith, and Bear, I'm merely Russell Smith. Tune in again tomorrow as we take another 3-hour tour here on The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Have a great night.